Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We back. We back. We back. We back. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And y'all, we gotta start sharing the lives. The YouTube, once I told y'all, once the live video is uploaded, that's it. If we don't share, we ain't getting the message out there. One and only. Yo, so first and foremost, we got to dispel the theories and the false narratives that been put out there all day. We got a lot to talk about today, for real though, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a lot going on. You got a preacher who made a girl apologize to the fucking congregation, apologize to the whole church because she got pregnant, and the mother standing by it, y'all. The mother is standing by her church. That's just like a quote to me. Then we got a citizen that pressed the pastor. Yeah, he wanted answers. Pastor, what's up with you, man? What the fuck going on in here? Fuck you running in here, pastor, deacon. You know what I mean? Y'all here making this girl apologize to the rest of the church because she got pregnant. Like the church is raising her child. Then you got Charleston White. Charleston White then found a match for King. I ain't gonna lie, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't even fuck with Charleston. But I like this idea. King keep jumping up in grown folks' business. Charleston White found a match for him. Straight up. And he younger than King. Then we got Gervonta Davis, man. Gervonta Davis been going through a lot, I told y'all. I think he about done. I don't know, man. I think Tank might be about done with boxing. And he explained why. Then we got YNW Melly back in court. We gotta break that all down because I seen somebody else break it down and they was like, one year worth to watch. You heard me? Ain't give no information. Just sound totally foolish. Nothing made sense. What else we got? We got Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith spoke on the Fox News allegations, Fox Sports allegations. Going to check that out. Like Cameron and Jim Jones going back and forth. It's probably going to be a long live, y'all. This might be one of the 3-hour joints. I'm tired, though, y'all. I ain't going to lie. Well, the good thing is, I ain't got to read no paperwork today. I see. So let's get to the business real quick. So y'all, right now, there's a narrative being ran that King Von had drugs in the system. And the crazy thing about it is, y'all, they running this story like it's a brand new story. So y'all, I posted this in my community 4 hours ago. Y'all see that title? King Von was on ecstasy. Died from gunshot wound to the back. I did this video 7 months ago, y'all. What's up, G-Man? 7 months ago. Like, yo, I don't know where everybody is at. Like, I don't know if they just wait till they get information. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know why, yo. That don't make sense, Fly Guy. Somebody, my man G-Man. Yo. Hey, G-Man, you was there. You remember this conversation? Yo, we been got this information. This is not new information. It's nothing new about this. I don't know why everybody running this story back. But, yo, it is nothing new about this information at all. See, yo, but the problem is, y'all, like I told y'all before, y'all, most of these blogs, they only follow what's hot. You know, they don't create narratives. They follow them. You feel me? So if it's not a hot topic, they ain't gonna speak on it. Motherfuckers don't even got their own brain out this bitch. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Where the fuck is the video at? Lives. King Von. King Von, serial killer survivor. I must ain't do a live video on it. I mean, upload a video. Yeah, but that's old. That's old information though, y'all. Like I don't know why everybody's running it like it's brand new, but old information. Everybody know King Von had ecstasy in him. King Von raps about ecstasy often. You know what I mean? We already discussed that. That's probably why he was moving the way he was moving. Like it's crazy to me that many people didn't already have that information. Like for real. But let's go to Stephen A. Smith, y'all. Stephen A. Smith. Matter of fact, no, before we get there, you know we gotta scroll through Instagram real quick. Before we get there, hey Joseph, stop playing me, pimping. Before we get there, we gotta go on my fucking Instagram. Judge said Davion Murphy faces charge of first-degree murder and 4 first-degree murder attempts among charges. He is denied bond. So Davion Murphy was in court at all that running. Look, he ain't smiling no more, is he, y'all? Remember yesterday's picture? Yesterday's picture, he was smiling ear to ear. That shit ain't funny now.
Law enforcement was looking for.
You're charged with murder in the first degree.
I had our crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney weigh in on Murphy's arrest. If Murphy was here in Jacksonville the entire time, what took JSO so long to catch him?
Yeah, that does raise a couple questions. Some people who know that they're wanted, if they continue to move around and continue to not be in.
Hey Chelsea, I was just showing everybody that this information right here. You see this? I seen your man talking about it earlier. This is old information. King Von was on ecstasy the night he died 7 months ago. It's not new information, man. Stop letting them motherfuckers play on y'all for views, man. Motherfuckers don't have nothing to talk about, so they just start rerunning old topics.
Places that JSO may know where to look for them. It certainly does. It makes them harder to.
The 5th suspect law enforcement was looking for.
You're charged with murder in the first.
Oh, so they did the news. Let's watch that whole video. 5th suspect arrested in Julio Fulio death.
Davion Murphy. According to WFLaw.com, Jacksonville, Florida, WFLA, a 5th person has been taken into custody nearly 6 months after a Jacksonville rapper was gunned down at a hotel in Tampa. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said 27-year-old Davion Murphy was arrested on the evening of Monday, January 6th, in connection with the murder.
Let's see what happened.
So Butler Fast Hit is a conglomeration of
What's up,
items
Siobhan?
that were produced in Butler County. We have 12 different businesses represented. It's a very easy way for you to shop small and to support small businesses in the area.
If y'all want to support the platform, you hit the Cash App at the bottom, man. Support the movement, man.
Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones, known as Julio Fulio, is in custody. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says it found 27-year-old Davion Murphy in an apartment complex on LaBelle Street last night. Police had been looking for him for over 6 months. News for Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher was there for his first appearance in court.
So see, that's the thing, right?
We're just leaving.
Yo, you gotta have money to go on a run, yo. Going on a run is very, very expensive. And you gotta live off the grid. So that's the thing about that shit, yo. Like, for one, you don't really want to get other people involved because whoever house he was over, you best believe they facing some charges. Just because of the situation. You know this man was on a run. That shit is called harboring a fugitive. And the fucked up thing about it is, I wouldn't even want to put my peoples in that type of situation. To whereas I know these people looking for me. So now I'm putting them in a situation where so they gotta compare their love for me versus their freedom. Like, yo, that's selfish, yo. Here's snitch on the motherfucker. Here tell on the nigga. Because yo, you don't wanna put that on people, man. You don't want to put that on people. That's selfish. Because a lot of people, you know, if depending on what type of person you is, it's gonna be a lot of people willing to open that door for you, just off the strength. But you gotta be the one to be like, yeah, I love you, I appreciate it, but I don't want to put you in that predicament.
Murphy's first court appearance where the judge says he's charged with a first-degree murder, 4 first-degree murder attempts, among other charges, and was denied bond. This is just the start to a lengthy process. All smiles was Davion Murphy after being caught by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office for the murder of Julio Fulio.
Mr. Murphy, if you could come to the front of the courtroom, sir, where the microphone is.
For more than 6 months.
Now, y'all remember, right? The reason Julio Fulio may have been killed is because of get back for, I think it was his nephew or his little cousin or something like that. So these are guys, at least them two are guys that had, you know, in their mind, legitimate reasons. Yeah, but I told y'all, I had legitimate reasons. You feel me? But once you get put in that position and your life is in jeopardy, yo, you realize, yo, ain't too many reasons worth throwing your life away, yo. And he gonna realize it eventually. No hard mode, what it is. He gonna realize it eventually. Right now, you know, he's standing on what he's standing on. But as time go past, and them boys facing it, and girls are facing a death penalty. Oh no, the girl not. But they facing a death penalty. And in Florida, shit.
Multiple law enforcement agencies searched for Murphy, only to find him in Jacksonville Monday night.
A group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa.
Last June, Julio Fulio was shot and killed outside a Tampa hotel while celebrating his 26th birthday. Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathright, and Rashad Murphy were arrested in connection to Fulio's death. Murphy was the 5th suspect law enforcement was looking for.
You're charged with murder in the first degree.
I had our crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney weigh in on Murphy's arrest. If Murphy was here in Jacksonville the entire time, what took JSO so long to catch him?
Yeah, that does raise a couple questions. You know, some people who know that they're wanted, if they continue to move around and continue to not be in places that JSO may know where to look for them, it certainly does. It makes them harder to put their hands on.
Hackney says Murphy's arrest helps investigators tie up loose ends.
They depend a lot of times on co-defendants testifying against each other. So between police and prosecutors, they will look at maybe who the parties involved are, who may benefit the case by providing them some limited sentences.
I reached out to Fulio's attorney for comment, and they sent back in part. While this development brings us closer to accountability, it does not ease the heartbreak felt by his family and friends. Fulio was a talented artist whose life was taken far too soon. We will continue to support his family through this difficult journey and remain committed to ensuring that those responsible are held fully accountable. Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Murphy's next court date is set for January 21st here in Jacksonville.
That's going to be his arraignment.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture.
It's not as
And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it.
Fuck around get indicted. More than likely he gonna get indicted. They probably don't even. They might still have it. Who knows? But then we got let me show y'all what I was talking about. Look at this. So, hold up. While we in Jacksonville, Florida sheriff proves they solve most of their crimes through people self-incriminating themselves on social media and diss songs. Yo, these people that made, appreciate them out. Yo, these people that made the police job so easy. So easy. They don't even got to investigate no more. And you know, he always going grandstand. You know how he get down.
Being cool.
Check him out. You know how he get down. Oh my God, I fucked it up.
Has your investigation revealed how they are being recruited? And also, are there any intervention measures before they even enter a game?
Sure. A lot of this is communication now is social media. They, like everyone else, are on social media. They're making their rap songs, and they're disrespecting other people or other gangs. For example, in the city of Lakeland, and I don't give the name of the gang, but one street
he's funny as hell.
Named for one gang. The very next street over. Now, these young guys grew up together a block.
He's ready to say young black guys.
Away, but they're in a totally different gang. So at the end of the day, it's all about being cool. Look at this picture. That's why when people say, "Oh, my grandson, he's 15, he's 16, he's just a child." This is what people are seeing in the streets. This is what these kids look like in the streets. And they will kill you graveyard dead. And unfortunately, we have the evidence to prove that. So, but they've got to out-cool each other. So a lot of it is social media.
Hold on, yo. Let's find that. Let's find that. JSO press conference. Is that JSO? Where the fuck is he? Where is this guy from? No, that's not him. Where the fuck? Where's this sheriff at, y'all? I forgot where the fuck you at.
Why? They made it real easy for us to keep the neighborhood clean. So that's how a lot of it occurs. And then it gets to be retaliation. Keep in mind, when they disrespected Elsie's grave, this is a 16-year-old kid, a boy.
I want to find. What's his name? Grady. All right. So that's Tampa. I want to see that whole press conference. Grady Judd press conference. Is it this? It's probably that one. Fuck it, that was the one.
Then the shooting started. And then this gang shoots, and this gang retaliates, and this gang shoots. And we're arresting people. But they have no conscious understanding what the rest of their life in prison means. Why?
Yo, but they really don't, yo. And that's the shit I be telling y'all. Like, people think that shit is like, no, they old enough. Like, nah, yo, they really don't. Like, cause I remember not. You know what I mean? What is this arrest about? They think that shit a game. They think that shit a game, yo. That shit don't be no game. Motherfucker will really take your life away. All right, I'm ready to come with this, son. Is these the guys?
We were pursuing him. We stopped him, and guess what we found? A handgun, rifle ammo, and he's a convicted felon. But what else we found was what really got us to where we are today. We found a printer, blank checks. We saw where 40 businesses had been victimized, 8 individuals, and debit cards. So we stopped Jaquavius Green. We're looking for him on gun charges. Man.
See, the thing is, yo, motherfuckers been sold a false narrative. You know, motherfuckers been sold a false narrative of what life is about and what's important. And a lot of these kids don't realize it until it's too late. You know, they don't realize they was lied to till they laid up in a motherfucking morgue some motherfucking way or sitting behind a fucking prison gate for the rest of their fucking life. It's fucked up for real. It's fucked up for real. Hold up, y'all. I wanted to watch this, y'all. My bad, y'all. I wanted to watch this. I want to watch the Lamar Jackson press conference. My fault, y'all. This is a gotta take a brief side note.
Just how he used to adjust the line, you know.
My bad, y'all. I wanted to watch this early. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Or maybe has changed your preparation now compared to, you know, maybe the first couple of playoff games you got ready?
The game will be, to me, playoff game is a lot slower. You gotta try to be mistake free. The game's won with turnover battle, and keeping the ball in your control. You know, moving the ball down the field, getting first downs, putting points on the board. Obviously, that's how you win those games.
Lamar, what do you mean by slow? Like usually people say it speeds up in the playoffs. What do you mean by slow?
It's like it's gonna be quick turnarounds. I believe. You know, this team it's offense ball. You know, and this opponent offense ball. Like it's go back and forth. It's a lot of back and forth. That's what I mean by slow. Like a lot of back and forth.
Hey, Lamar, Marshall Yonda's a finalist for the Hall of Fame. You know, just going back to early in your career when he was here, I'm curious how impactful he was for you as a player and kind of helping you as you got started.
Very impactful. Just how he used to adjust the line. You know, I really didn't have to say too much. I really didn't have nothing to say at all. You know, it was like my first full year taking over, and he pretty much would let me like lead in a way, but like lead by example, because I really didn't have the voice. It'd be Marshall, you know, like getting things done, and just how he went about himself, how he conducted business. I feel like he should have been there, like been in the Hall of Fame, man. He's just a great all-around guard, player, person, and a great football player, like just a football head. Like he's just a different guy. Got a demeanor about him, the way he carries himself. He's a great guy, man. He's well deserved.
Obviously, a lot comes with playing in a playoff game in general, but is there anything extra knowing the opponent that you're playing Pittsburgh for the third time?
No, not really. It's gonna be a very aggressive game. I say that. That's what I believe it'll be.
Will last game, we were asking you a lot about your record against the Steelers, and you said hadn't played as well as you wanted to in the games that you had played them. Having that win under your belt in this most recent matchup, does that change mentality, or is there a sense of added confidence that comes from it that you were able to put together a really good game against the Steelers?
I was always confident, you know, always confident. But that game don't even matter no more. You know, it's when to go home right now, so I'm locked in with the same mindset I had before that last game.
You mentioned turnovers before. How do you avoid those without, I guess, lessening your aggressiveness?
Keeping the ball in our hands, keeping it away from those guys, no scripts. Don't throw the ball into traffic, stuff like that. What we should be knowing, what we should not do.
Lamar, what stands out to you about the night atmosphere at M&T Bank Stadium? What stands out to you about the night atmosphere for a primetime game in Baltimore?
Just the noise, the fans, the whole Flock Nation just in the building, feeling like they on the field with us. The lights, how they do the lights, you know, certain parts of the game, just everything about it. And plus we at home.
How good does it feel to go into a cold weather playoff game with Derrick Henry?
I'd rather not be cold, but but you said we got Derrick Henry, so that's a bonus. It's great, man. It's great, man. I don't believe nobody like hitting in the cold. Like no one's like, not even the defenders like hitting in the cold. I believe, especially with like a 200.
Man, I know we better not guard that bitch and
almost
leave.
running back, running downhill at you. I wouldn't want to do it, but it's great for us.
Are you ready for a snow game possibly on Saturday?
It don't matter. I'm ready for any game.
Lamar, I know we don't. Oh, sorry. I know we don't yet know about the status of safe.
My man said, I'm ready for any game. We can play that bitch on the sun. You heard me? That man gonna be ready.
Flowers, but how does this offense compensate if he's not available?
Man, next guy up, but hoping he can come back, hoping he got a chance. We don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we have him. But if not, let's guy step up. We're gonna be ready to go.
That bitch on the sun. Wrong with him.
Rashad Bateman really stepped up in the
Oh, we need some shade.
touchdown this year.
What
His
you
progression, how much of it do you attribute to the fact that he said he was healthy all year? You guys had the time then to really work it out.
Yeah, like you said, him just being healthy, and he been had that in him, dude. Like Bateman always been that type of guy. I feel like we left more. It's still things left out, that he didn't get, on the field during regular season. But hopefully, this playoff run will make things happen.
Heading into this game, and you've played 6 playoff games. Do you ever, even during this week, do you ever think about those past games to either as motivation, or is your mind just going forward?
No, my mind going forward. I don't really think. I was young in the beginning, and it happened fast. It don't happen fast, but the only one I do. Be honest with you, the only one I do think about is the AFC Championship. That's probably the only playoff game I do think about. It was right there, but I'm focused now. Though, it is what it is at this point.
I got trust in Bateman.
We lost.
I got trust in Bateman.
Shots are hard.
All right, we're gonna watch a couple more minutes, then we're gonna get back to regular schedule program.
Has that been a motivational chip for you for this team?
I might gotta ride to the store.
Yeah, I believe I said that throughout the season. I thought about that.
I need to get a coffee. I'm tired of shit.
But now we're here for the second season, so.
Gotta worry about the Steelers now, though.
Well, how cool did it have Mark Andrews, 100% last year for this time, like playing, and how big potential we do that?
Oh, it's huge, man.
Yo, he anxious. He can't even stop rocking back and forth. You can, Lamar. If the game was tonight, Lamar Jackson to be ready. Shorty is ready to play, man. Look at him rocking back and forth the whole interview.
We say this, Mark is like a security blanket, like peanut butter and jelly. He's that guy, man. And for him starting slow this year, and people was doubting him. I don't know where the doubt came from with Mark. I just don't know. It's still amazing me. But for him to be a team player and help other guys get open and do this and that, and still have a magnificent season that he's had.
I don't know.
That just shows what type of player Mark
I know,
is.
y'all. I know, Racy. I know, bro.
Do you have to remind yourself not to be too amped up for games of this stakes? Is that something that in your career you sort of, I don't want to say battled, but is that something you still have to remind yourself?
I just started drinking like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I just be too excited. That's all, too antsy. I'm seeing things before
I be tired, y'all. Be doing a lot for real, y'all.
But, just being more experienced, I found a way to balance it out.
Talking about your voice, you've mentioned wanting to grow as a leader. I guess, who are some of the people that you've tried to learn leadership from, and what characteristics have you prided yourself on as a leader this season?
I never really tried to mimic my leadership after anyone or try to get things from them. I pretty much just lead by how I carry myself. Lead by example like that. I never looked at anyone else and tried to learn anything from them with leadership.
Lamar, what have you seen from the defense? They've really turned it around since, I think, week 11. So just what have you seen from that side of the ball? What about?
Just the chemistry. I feel like guys just had to build chemistry with one another, and they just playing like they've been playing since last year. There's a couple new guys, but same defense.
Lamar, looking back at some of your previous very cold games, it seems like you don't like wearing sleeves. Is that something that you kind of stuck with, or is it depending on how cold it is, or what?
It probably depends on how cold it is. I feel like I've been just doing pretty good with how I've been playing without them. So I've been cool. All right. Thank you.
Right. Florida.
Yo. All right, look, we gotta ride to the store real quick, y'all. We're fans. We're gonna stay on live. I got. Yeah, I be doing a lot, bro. You know, it's just me and the kids, man. My girl work on the road, man. So it just be me and the kids. I be in this bitch having to fucking do every fucking thing. Be tired as a bitch for real. But yeah, yo, Stevens scared me too, man. Yo, but let's see, this the thing though, Racy. This the thing about Stevens. Stevens is in on every play. Every play, yo. All he gotta do is turn around. Like I don't know why. Like I don't get it. That's all he gotta do is turn around. And like he never beat. You feel me? Like he not one. You know we done had corners that get beat. Like yo, don't get beat. He in every play, but it's just always niggas catching that bitch, and then he tackling. He might get like 4 or 5 of them bitches a game. All he gotta do is turn around, yo. Yeah, yo, the nigga that's all he gotta do is turn his head around, yo. If he turn his head around, a lot of them catches that niggas been caught on him can either be batted balls or possibly even picks, cause he always in on the play. I gotta get a coffee, yo. I'm tired as a motherfucker. He always in on the play. But yo, we got when I get back, we gotta go ahead from old Stephen A. Smith. He talked about the lawsuit by Fox Sports. It's like he tried to take the high road, but I ain't buying it. We ready to go in on his ass. We got a lot to go in about today for real. Yeah, yo, he gotta turn his head, yo. Hell yeah, my stuff. I ain't even shovel my damn steps. Only ride to the 7-Eleven on the street. Yo, but what's up with why is everybody pushing these false narratives on OTF? Like, yo, who's behind this? Like, I didn't understand the relevance of posting King Von autopsy paperwork again. Like I told you, yo, I did a video on this 7 months ago. King Von having ecstasy in the system came out 7 months ago. Who the fuck decided that, hey, this is a good time to post that King Von had ecstasy in the system? Like, I don't get it. Then you got the fake Dirk songs keep coming out. Nigga dropped the fake Dirk album. Like, yo, this shit getting out of control, yo. I think it's the phase. Like, who is that vested? You know? Like, why is somebody or some group of people that vested in OTF? Like, that shit just, I don't know, that's a little strange, man. Just think about all the misinformation that came out on Dirk case. A lot of misinformation, y'all. I don't know if it's the bloggers not knowing what they talking about or what. But remember Vonnie was in PC. DD Ray take a plea deal. Dirk snitching. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, what is this, yo? Are these bloggers that just don't know what they talking about or what? Or is it somebody really out here trying to push false narratives? I know one thing. I'm tired of being a motherfucking cleanup man for the internet. For real. Seems like the cleanup man don't get the motherfucking respect. The motherfucker that lies and put all the bullshit out, they get all the motherfucking recognition. Hey, Barlow, you ain't see the fake Dirk album? It's a whole album, bro. This whole album, bro. He telling on himself, the whole album. It's AI though. But it sounds like him. But it's AI. Got a whole album. Talking about if I did it, federal, something, jail doors, or some shit like that.
Thank you.
But yeah, I just started drinking coffee, y'all. I ain't been drinking coffee long. I was drinking coffee when I was working. Then I quit. But I be so damn tired trying to get these lives in. Do everything else I gotta do. I be needing like a boost. Appreciate it, Brian. I think that's what it is too, though. I think, you know, if you win public perception, you kill them in court. I think most people with sense understand that. That's why I try not to, you know, put out them fucked up ass narratives, because that shit can hurt motherfuckers, man. And these people fighting for their life. They're like, that shit ain't no game. These motherfuckers keep making a game out of it. They could ain't never fought for their life before. But you would think though, you wouldn't even have to, you know, you wouldn't even have to experience nothing like that to realize the seriousness in it. Got no friends or family that been through nothing. And that just ain't, to me, yo, that's just not something to play with. I ain't gonna play with that. And then look. Then look, motherfuckers be over there lying to thousands. There be thousands of people over there listening to that lying ass shit. I seen Chelsea over there earlier. Listening to all the motherfucking lies. I said, look at Chelsea over here listening to this motherfucking lying through his teeth. And motherfuckers paying them. Like niggas be paying to be lied to. Like I swear, I cannot understand that at all. Motherfuckers is really over that bitch paying the motherfucker to lie to him. That's serious.
Can I get 28 on, I don't know if it's gonna take it all or not.
Yeah, I just don't think that's funny, or I don't get people that dibble and dab and that type shit. What's up, bro? Let me get 3 black and mild records.
Regular plastic?
Yeah.
You said 3?
Yeah.
382.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
How you feeling today?
Shit. Living in paradise, you know. How about you?
Another day like the other day, huh?
Hey, swear.
Straight up.
Need a receiver back?
Nah, I'm good, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Oh, bro. See, that's the thing, Skin. Y'all like, yo, we gotta change them times back. Like, you know, it's good. You know, everything evolves. Yo, but some of the things that we dibbling dabbling now, like, yo, the consequences of this type of behavior, yo, we gonna regret that shit. I'm trying to tell you. It's like, yo, these motherfuckers be covering, these guys be covering these people's stories like, yo, they not even people. You feel me? Like, they don't got families, like, they don't got kids that's gonna be affected. It's like, they don't even give a fuck. They just doing it for entertainment. Like, yo, for real. Like, they really just doing that shit for entertainment purposes only. Like, fuck the fact that this man got kids. Or woman got kids. Fuck the fact that, like, I don't know, yo. Yo, that shit be wild, yo. I just don't understand how they do it. And it's so many of them. You feel me? Like, I ain't talking about one particular person. I'm talking about the general consensus on the internet. Like, a lot of them motherfuckers, they put out bad information. They don't take it back. They don't like nigga. Like, yo, this shit just crazy, yo. How many of them niggas? How many of them YouTubers that said Vonnie was in PC took it back and be like, oh no, I got it wrong? How many of them did that? Like, yo, that could have got that boy killed, man. Putting out a narrative that he ain't want to go near Dirk. He was scared to go around Dirk. That could have got that boy killed. Yo, it's some people in that prison right now that are killed for Dirk. For real. And he ain't even got, it ain't because he told him to. Motherfucker want to be around stardom. You see how Diddy got to jail? They say Diddy running the joint. Y'all remember that? Diddy running the joint. Motherfuckers have died to get next to Diddy. And killed. So you put out a fucked up narrative on a co-defendant. That shit could have got that boy killed, man. I'm trying to tell you. It's some people still on the streets that ain't playing. And he ain't gotta say a word. I don't think people really be understanding how this shit go, yo. Like, for real. Motherfucker ain't gotta say a word, just out the strength. Just out the strength alone. Off of what you can do. You feel me? Not even necessarily about off of what he is going to do, but just off the strength of what he could do if he wanted to. I mean, if he wanted to, he can change my life. I ain't ready to let you play with y'all. Not saying that he ever would, but, you know, people, it's people, you know, people, it's opportunity. Opportunity only knock once in a lifetime. It's people that's willing to pounce on that opportunity. Quick. The fucked up narrative they put on Jam. Remember that? OTF Jam War Wire. Yo, nobody said that. And then they try to justify what OTF members was putting. No, yo, it wasn't not one OTF member that said OTF Jam War Wire. Now, could he have wore wire? Possibly. Yeah, but we don't got that information. It's not in no documents. Not in no documents. That shit can get his ass killed. For real. Wherever he at.
Front door.
Right. These niggas, they don't give a fuck though. It's cool though. Cause the big owl page get, they're not gonna be able to continually get away with that shit. We got 1,000 people on this bitch daily. They ain't gonna be able to get away with that fuck shit no more. Only thing is, we the only ones that can make that happen. Cause YouTube ain't gonna do it. We the only ones that can get that. We the only ones that can make that happen. We gotta share the lives and tell a friend, and you understand? Yeah, for real. All right, but so y'all know the last couple of days we've been talking about old Joy and how she been moving around lately. And yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, Joy fucked that money up, yo. I was thinking about this shit earlier. Yo, by this information coming out on her, it kind of give black women a bad, it give them it's like a black eye to black women. You know, because we got all these black women progressing and doing it the right way, really putting in hard work. And now you got some shit come out about Joy, who's always on TV, who's a proud black woman, and she motherfucking sucked and fucked her way to the top. Damn, Joy, you fucked that money up, shorty. Joy fucked that money up, man. But Skip Bayless name also came up in them documents. So Stephen A. Smith, who's close to Skip Bayless and Joy, spoke on this earlier today on this show, and I want y'all to listen to him, man, because I think Stephen A's full of shit. Now I ain't watch all of it. He's only watched 12 minutes of it. So we're gonna go back.
Define as her, pushing through barriers, breaking windows.
Unlike other frozen meals that don't taste great, Bird's Eye Koala skillet meals are delicious, convenient, and my family loves them.
You think so? I just hate this for black women, yo. Like I hate that this came out. I hate that she had to she didn't have to move like that, yo, to come up. Like you don't gotta move that way. But I guess that's the world we living in now. Everybody want to take the shortcut, whatever the shortcut is. Whether it's drill music, whether it's saying some outlandish things online to bring attention to yourself. Nobody really wants to put the hard work in. Nobody want to put the dedication in. They want to take shortcuts. And I guess it's just another example of that. It's just messed up, yo, because black women have been fighting hard, to build their name and to be where they are today. And I think this just was a step backwards.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you over the digital airways of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio, as I love to do at the very least 3 times a week.
No, I wouldn't, Mike. Hey, Mike, I could have been took shortcuts. I don't run plays. I don't do none of that goofy shit that these other motherfuckers do to get notoriety. I don't do none of that shit. I'm put the work in. You respect it more when you put the work in, yo. That's the thing, yo. Like, for one, you respect it more. For 2, it lasts longer. Like a lot of these people that we see, they're gonna be here today, gone tomorrow. They might get 2-3 years, maybe 4 years in the limelight. Maybe they can save a couple of hours, but then poof, it's on to the next. When you put the work in, and you build it brick by brick. By the time you get to that level, yo, you got to study. You got a good foundation. I rather it that way. I rather build it brick by brick. So by the time I get to 100,000, 200, I got a core foundation of people that watch me come up from the beginning. You feel me? They watch the whole process. I ain't skipped no steps. And I just think it's respected more that way.
Pause and take a moment to thank my subscribers and followers. We've now eclipsed over 1 million. We just did that the other day. We're approaching 1 million and about 12,000. Picked up about 12,000 subscribers over the last couple of days. Of course, there's been millions of downloads over the last few months or so on iHeartRadio. Just another testament to you guys supporting me and supporting this show. Can't thank y'all enough for the love and support. Keep it coming. Exactly. And I'm going to keep
Exactly, Racy. Ray said when you put the work in, there's nothing they can come back and say, oh, yeah, he did this to get there. Nah. All hard work. And yo, when you get them people the tools to build you, you also give them the tools to break you. That's why we saying the situation with Diddy and like in them documents. When the hairdresser was talking to Miley, she said, well, what if he ever do this, that, and the third? She like, well, I'm just gonna say that he did this. And it's like, him by Joy moving that way, it's some people that can take her down. They can take her down. You don't want to give nobody that much power over you.
Coming to continue to like and follow the show. Just click the bell to get notified of all of our new content, and you too shall be considered the latest member of the Stephen A. Smith Show family. And while you're doing that, don't forget to pick up a copy of my New York Times best-selling book, Straight Shooter, a memoir of second chances and first takes, now in paperback. Just go to straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. Once again, that's Straight Shooter Book.
I got some information on
Keith to get yourself a copy. I got a lot of stuff to get into today. Donald Trump was certified as the next president of the United States. That certification took place. Obviously, it's the 4-year anniversary of January 6th, the insurrection that took place on the nation's capital. Get over it. Subject, because we all know that. Studio. How are you, Tori? How's everything going? How was your weekend?
It's an honor to be here. I spent it here in New York. I enjoyed it, Stephen. It was great to get a call back from you to talk with you on your show again.
That's right, and that's what we have to do. And I'll get back to you in just a second, Tori, because I definitely want to get your take on a couple of matters because I think it's apropos that I have you here with me. I have to get started with this subject because we all know that anytime you mention Skip Bayless, most folks want to hear what I have to say. And that's where we're going to get started because it's sports media news, which makes it apropos. And it involves a recent lawsuit filed against Fox Sports, and several people, including my buddy Skip Bayless, my former colleague at ESPN. The suit filed by a woman named Nasheen Faraji, a former hairstylist for the company, cites several instances of workplace misconduct, okay? The 42-page, that's right, 42-page suit.
We read all of them.
Several defendants, including Fox Sports Executive Vice President Charlie Dixon and even host Joy Taylor. Faraji alleges Dixon grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party, and when she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her to, quote, get over it, end quote. As for Skip Bayless, Faraji says he touched her inappropriately and propositioned her for sex, offering her $1.5 million, end quote. I'll get to Tori and her thoughts on for a second. First things first, let me tell you why I had to cover this. Number one, it's news. Number two, I was just on the air a few weeks ago and took some heat for the fact that I pointed out that I've been friends with Jay-Z for 25 years. And I know nothing about what happened, no intimate details. Certainly can't be irresponsible and not try to interfere with a legal matter, a lawsuit. But in the same breath, I didn't think it was a crime to point out that the person that I've known for 25 years, I've never seen somebody that would be capable of that, with that meaning that person that I was around for 25 years. The same applies to Skip Bayless. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't work at Fox. I worked at Fox from 2001 to 2003. I haven't been there. I haven't been in that building in over 20 years. I don't know any details or anything like that. And I'm not here to castigate Ms. Faraji or anybody else. I don't know Charlie Dixon that well, even though he used to work, at ESPN. I don't know Joy Taylor that well, even though she and I have interacted with one another on several occasions throughout her career, and I find her to be a consummate professional, very good at what she does, very capable, very knowledgeable about the world of sports and what have you. I also know that she's big on women empowerment, so it's hard to imagine her saying get over it. But again, I don't know. But we all know that when you see Stephen A. Smith with a subject like this and the name involves Skip Bayless, that's what you want to know about.
Yo, this definitely important, yo. See, motherfuckers got women that work in corporate. And this type of shit not cool, yo. When you got men that use their power and influence over women to and they use that as leverage for these women to either go move up or move down, depending on what situation they put these women in. I don't respect that shit. I don't respect it, yo. Like, yo, women should have just as much as a right to these positions as men, as long as they putting the work in. They shouldn't have to do sexual favors to motherfucker climb up the corporate ladder. I don't respect that shit. And this not just happening at Fox. This shit happening in the whole corporate America. Where you got certain men that do that shit to women, and if them women don't oblige, they get fired. I don't respect that shit as a man. I think that's some suck ass shit for real. And I think only niggas that move like that is people that they ain't, that's all they got. All they can do is use their power and influence over top of a woman. They ain't got no style, they ain't got no game, they ain't got no swag. They ain't got shit but that. And I don't respect it. And this is something that happens everywhere, not just Fox. This is a problem. I don't respect that shit, man. I wouldn't do that shit to no woman working under me.
And here's what I would tell you. I don't know what happened. But just like I said, I've known Jay-Z for 25 years. I can't imagine that. I've known Skip for just as long. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. Especially when they brought up the $1.5 million. The Skip Bayless I know has a hard time giving away $15. He's one of the cheapest people I know. That's just me. But that doesn't mean that I have any inside knowledge about any of this. I don't, and I'm not going to get involved. I think it's incredibly dicey and irresponsible for people who don't know to act like they do know. But in the same breath, I also feel it's important that if you know people or you think you know people and you've had a long-standing relationship with those people, that it's not a crime for you to say the person that I know, the person that I've been around, the person that I've worked with in this case, for 4 straight years from 2012 to 2016, doing First Take every weekday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The person that I knew since our days at Fox Sports when we would appear on Jim Rome's show, okay, The Last Word and stuff like that. And we were in the same Fox building off of Pico Boulevard and Avenue of the Stars. The person that I've seen that really, really trusts almost no one and doesn't expose himself to anybody, eating the same
they probably doing it
breakfast and lunch every day.
You never know.
His vice is a diet Mountain Dew, and he doesn't socialize with people. That's the guy I know. So imagining him being in this kind of position is shocking, to say the least. All I could tell you is that it's not the Skip Bayless I know. But obviously, this is a legal matter he's going to have to deal with because this situation doesn't appear to be going away. A lawsuit has been filed. This person
I think Stephen A is full of shit. Because I think the same shit going on, and this is just my opinion. I think the same shit probably going on at ESPN. Now, I know he's going to ride for his guy, because he don't want to, he got to separate himself from it. Flat out. Him and Skip was too close. So it's almost like, man, if that's how Skip was moving, how the fuck is you moving? So he got to separate himself from it, but I don't believe him. I think he's saying some things. I think he knows some things. Now, I ain't saying he dibble and dabbed his damn self, but don't sit back and act like this shit is foreign land. No, this shit ain't no motherfucking foreign land, Stephen A. Cut the bullshit.
A hairstylist. The people that I've spoken to in the last 24 hours that have some knowledge about her says that she's the kind of person that she's meticulous with her details and she's going to chronicle things and that's how she operates. I don't know her. I don't know them. I know Skip. And I'm very, very heartbroken that he finds himself in this situation, being accused of these allegations. But I can't be over the airways being irresponsible and attaching truth or innocent, or guilt to anything that I know nothing about. All I can say, and I don't think it's a crime to say, is just like I said with Jay-Z, the person that I know for 25 years, I've never seen anything like that from that person, anything close to that from that person. That's the same thing
Nico,
that I'll tell you about.
Cut it out.
That's all I can say. I have nothing else to add because I don't know what happened. I don't know what was said. I don't know whether something was misconstrued or anything like that. That's where I'm coming from with it, Tori. I know you had thoughts and opinions about this. I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say. You are a lady in this industry. You've been a journalist for years. You know what level of professional integrity is supposed to come with the business. You know the tenets that come associated with it. And obviously, I am not a woman. You are. And so when you see a story like this, I'd like to know what your thoughts are and any perspective you can provide.
My initial reactions were disappointment as well, because Skip Bayless has an incredible legacy in the sports commentary world. You worked alongside him. Everybody knows Skip Bayless, and it was disappointing to know that his name was going to be, when you Google his name today, this is the lawsuit that's going to pop up.
You know what the fuck going on.
May pop up for several weeks now. Stupid. So you can't get away from something like this once it's
I don't expect them to just run all over top of them, but to sit back and act oblivious, knowing good and goddamn well, because the way this girl explained it, that's the culture. It ain't just the culture there. You feel me? It is not just the culture at Fox. That might be the culture in the business.
Now, this is a civil matter, and anytime you're reading a 40-page document like this, when I read through it, initially, you have to be unbiased when you're listening to these allegations, but you have to remember that this is simply that, allegations. And this is going to be an issue that's going to be talked about for several weeks. But initially, I was disappointed to see Skip's name in this, as well as Miss Faraji. As a woman, I can tell you that whenever you hear about your colleagues or anyone going through this, you're hurt for them, and based off her allegations in this civil lawsuit, she says that she spoke to several people about trying to talk about some of the things that she was allegedly exposed to, and she was told to be quiet, and that if you want to keep your job as a single mother, you need to let this go. And it seems that she was there for a number of years, 7 to 10 years that she was there, and she talks about a number of different allegations and different instances when she was exposed to other people. She mentioned Charlie Dixon, executive vice president. She mentioned that she was allegedly at a bar where, her back was broke, etc. So there's a number of different allegations as you comb through this suit that are alarming. And then the silencing behavior that allegedly took place. And unfortunately, Stephen, in this world that we live in, it's one of the reasons why I left the sports industry initially, because I felt like people were flirting with me and not taking my perspective or my preparation seriously when I would show up to interview them, because it's hard to get past your looks. And as you saw, she's an absolutely beautiful woman, So that's just, it's the unfortunate reality that the sports world is that world. But it's not just in sports, it's in news too. So, yeah.
I got a couple of questions to throw your way.
Because they only say shit when it's time, when it's time to, when they push them out the back door, It's a fucked up situation, y'all, because if the job was that bad, you should have been did it. You should have been left or made this kind of move. But at the same time, it's still fucked up that man is doing. I don't respect the man.
The things that you said. Number one, you talked
like hazing
from the sports industry for a while because the way folks approached you. It's one thing for folks to, and I'm not saying it's appropriate, please don't get me wrong, but it's one thing for somebody to flirt with you or to not take because of your looks. Did you consider it harassment? And if so, what would you define as harassment? Just for a lot of viewers out there, both male and female, who don't get that sometimes. Explain that.
I would definitely not consider it harassment at all. I just was advancements that I was not interested in being around at all, especially when I'm at work. I'm trying to focus on work, and I come here to respect you, and I would expect the exact same in return. If I'm going to prepare questions and watch you for nearly 2 hours and take notes on your play, and then I show up in your locker room to have a conversation with you, and I'm even filming this myself and editing this myself at times, how come you can't give me the same respect as a professional? That was the environment I was in. And for me, that's not the level of respect I wanted to be exposed to on a daily basis. And I saw that this was going to be a mountain climb with men potentially just being disrespectful. Now, as you asked me about the difference between disrespect essentially and harassment, no one touched me. I didn't have to push advances away in the sports arena, but I did have to push advances away in the news arena. So, someone unfortunately,
remember
ended up.
CNN had a lawsuit like this a while ago, if I ain't mistaken. Didn't CNN have a lawsuit like this a while ago?
Being fired for the way that I was handled inappropriately. I won't, go into specific details about that, but I was at work minding my business, and essentially someone made some advances that were inappropriate, and they were eventually fired. And as it relates to speaking up about that, I can tell you personally, I was scared to speak up about it. I was genuinely scared. This was one of my first jobs in TV. I just landed a sports reporting and anchor job. And the last thing I wanted to do was attract any attention to myself in any way.
Shannon loving it.
And I wanted to make sure that the focus would remain on my talent. Tori's not a problem. Tori comes in as a professional, does her job. And I'm not ending up in HR with complaints and having to go back and forth and prove that this happened when there's no cameras around. And so, but by the grace of God, I had women around me who said, Tori, absolutely not. This has been an issue with not just you. This is an issue that we have all been dealing with. And now he just took it too far. And it just happened to be with you. And you owe it to not only yourself, to respect yourself, but also all of us who have been going through this too, to speak up about it. So I did.
So what are your thoughts about the allegations that Joy Taylor, another woman, who's in this industry, who's recognized as being very attractive, but also very capable, very professional. What are your thoughts with the allegations that she told Miss Faraji, get over it? I mean, first of all, is that something that you deem plausible, possible, that women may say to each other in?
Yo, she told her to get over it because it could have fucked her job security. You know, like I said, that's just a fucked up situation for real, man. For everybody involved in it, for real. Joy was willing to cut Faraji off before she stopped doing what she was doing, because at the end of the day, it would affect her bottom line.
This industry, do you find that to be far-fetched? What do you make of that?
We were not in the room, so we'll never know. These are allegations, right? I want to make sure that's clear. Whenever we talk about topics like this, we have to make sure that these are really well understood. These are allegations. We are not in the room. Now, on the other side of that, I will say that luckily I was in a room where someone was telling me to come forward, but I am not shocked that other women would essentially say, look, it's not, you're dealing with Fox. This is a huge corporation. Keep your hairstylist job. Don't speak up. Just try to let it go. And, I would not be shocked by that at all. Yeah, I would not be shocked by that.
I know it shocked me. It definitely shocked me.
See, that's the shit that CEO, like, I know he gotta, I know he gotta play the role, but come on, bro. No, it didn't. It didn't shock me. And I ain't even working in that field. So how the fuck did it shock you? The fuck is that? I was shocked about that she said on either end.
When I see a lot of women with their podcasts, the television shows, etc., and very, very big on women empowerment, uplifting ladies in this industry and what have you, it's hard to imagine that something like that would be said, because obviously that stays with you forever. But, I think the tough part for Joy Taylor is that these two were considered friends for a very long time. If there's anybody that you confide in terms of your thoughts, it would be somebody you perceive as a friend. So in that regard, I don't know what to make of it. I just have to acknowledge that. Having said that,
hit that like button,
when
y'all.
we look at this situation right now with Skip, my problem is this. And I said this, Tori, and I took heat for this, but I didn't care. It's one thing if you come over the airwaves and you're proclaiming somebody's innocence, and you weren't there, you couldn't provide an eyewitness account, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's beyond the pale. I don't think any of us could do that. I can't do that for Skip today. I couldn't do that for Jay-Z a few weeks ago. I couldn't do that for anybody.
Right.
But it's another thing entirely where you've known somebody for 25 years, and it's a crime for you to say, that's not what I saw. I've never seen anything that would give me that kind of indication. I would hope that if somebody had made an accusation, something like that against me, that people would look at me and be like, nah, Stephen ain't doing that. That's not who the hell he is. He wouldn't at least say that.
Right.
That's how I feel. As a woman in this industry, as a woman, period, in the world that we're living in, where such heightened awareness has been pushed towards acknowledging what women have had to go through and what you've had to be silent about for so long. How do you feel about people who take such a position, like the one that I just described?
At the end of the day, it's a character witness. I mean, you have 25 years of a relationship with someone. And as you said, I would hope that friends of mine in the industry would know that if someone was making allegations against me that they felt were out of character.
Why ain't nobody speaking up for motherfucking Diddy then? The fuck? Ain't nobody saying shit for Diddy. They've been running. They've been dragging his name through the mud all year, since last year. Ain't nobody came out and said, I don't know, man. I don't think he did that.
To go alongside the Tory Cooper name, I would hope that a friend like you,
It was all hanging with him,
who's had personal experiences with someone, would speak up, you know. But at the end of the day, be cognizant of the fact that, look, at the end of the day, this is the person I knew, and I was not in that room.
Tori, I appreciate your perspective on this. Thank you, but don't go away because I got to come back to you a little bit later on in the show.
All right. I ain't gonna lie. I know Stephen A. Smith got a job to do, but I don't believe him. I think you seen a lot of that shit. In your how long Stephen A. been in sports? 30 plus years? You seen some of that shit. If you ain't seen it from Skip Bayless, you seen it from somebody. Ain't anybody trying to hear that shit. I think that's a bold-faced lie. He's better off, like G-Man said, just not even saying nothing. That's what Shannon Sharp did. Shannon Sharp just basically said nothing. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with me. Next topic. Yeah, man. I'd rather him just did that. But let me show y'all what happened at church this past Sunday, y'all. Look at this. So, a pastor made one of his congregants apologize. No, hold up. Before we get there, check your man out. Jason Whitlock receives backlash for sexualized comments about Joy Taylor.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance. I know.
Yo, crazy. Yo said he know what he capable of. He one of them ones. It's gonna be a lawsuit in his ass next. You see how he operating. These motherfuckers wild, boy. Tell you. All right, but check this out. Virginia pastor makes pregnant woman apologize to church. Says no baby showers for sin. Look at this shit, y'all. This is fucking crazy. Yo, this is why so many people be like, man, I'm not fucking with no goddamn church. Because what is this?
Stand right in front of the congregation. Yeah, right in front of you. Just that table.
Yeah, Paul
I want to apologize to everybody in here because I am pregnant.
Yo, this is embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
The fuck night back.
That y'all all forgive me and for praying for me.
Yo, this is definitely some coach shit. So check this out. So one of the so that video went viral earlier today. And the guy decided to go to the church. Check this out. To press the pastor about it.
You the pastor that denied that lady her baby shower and embarrassed her here. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you, are you the pastor? I'm asking you, are you the pastor that publicly shamed that young lady? I'm asking you a question. Are you the pastor who publicly shamed that lady? You don't understand English? Why did you? I want to know why you publicly shamed that lady. Don't touch me now.
I would bet that too.
Right. He didn't ask me to leave. Don't touch me. He just did, but don't touch me. Cause I touched back. He in my way. Come on, man. You say excuse me. Come on, man. He's all right. Y'all supposed to be of the Lord, though. You do that. He's all right. But y'all see it, y'all. This is the church. We'll be having a protest here. We'll be shutting this down. They up here pressing up on me, then touching all up on me. You touching on us? I ain't touching yet.
Yeah, that's like some coach shit, y'all.
I'm supposed to be of the Lord, though.
You do that. It's all right.
But y'all see, y'all, this is church. We'll be having a protest here. We'll be shutting this down. They up here pressing up on me, then touching all up on me.
You touching on us?
I ain't touching yet.
You ain't gonna touch us.
You ain't gonna touch me.
So look at this though. So the mother, look what the mother had to say. The mother decided to speak out, and she's taking the side of the church. Like, yo, these churches is out of control, y'all. To everyone that's concerned, we greatly appreciate it. However, I do want you to know that you are interrupting my peace and causing more damage than good. You are showing up, disrupting my church, my beliefs, and disrespecting my pastor. I am where I want to be and where I choose to be. We are not forced or manipulated to stand before the congregation. My daughter willingly approached the congregation and was welcomed and embraced with open arms. I stand on what I've been taught, and I'm raising my daughter to do the same. I stand with my pastor. Yo, this motherfucking church needs to be investigated. What? So you is okay with, like, yo, man, that's why I don't be fucking with the church. I do not fuck with the church. Like, for real. Anything just be going on in that motherfucker. Anything. It's definitely a cult. Look, Sue Surf and Pooh Shiesty, they in the same fed joint. What else I wanted to show y'all? Look at this. Did y'all see this? Police officer confronts kid after his mom found a human head and arms in his closet. Look at this though, y'all. Look how peaceful this was. They found a human head and arms in his closet. And look how peaceful this was.
I can't believe it.
And random too.
How old is Brian?
19.
He's 19.
What's going on, man? Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
Alright, yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. We ready to go there
The
now.
night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
I can't believe it.
Yo, what the fuck was that, yo? Like, yo, this is crazy. Man, as soon as he would have, yo, they'd have locked his ass up. As soon as his mother would have said it was some human hands and head, guns would have been drawn and everything. Yeah, that was real. That was real as a motherfucker. But Keefe D, y'all. Keefe D just filed a motion. Man charged with killing Tupac Shakur files motion to dismiss the case. So let's see why this case should be dismissed, according to Keefe D. An ex-gang leader is seeking to have all charges against him dismissed in the 1999 killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur. Attorney Carl Arnold filed the motion on Monday in the District Court of Nevada to dismiss all charges against Davion Davis in the 1996 shooting of Shakur. The motion alleges egregious constitutional violations because of a 27-year delay in prosecution. The motion also asserts a lack of corroborating evidence and failure to honor immunity agreements granted to Davis by the federal and local authorities. The prosecution failed to justify a decade-long delay that has irreversible prejudice my client, Arnold said in a news release. Moreover, the failure to honor immunity agreements undermines the criminal justice system integrity and seriously questions this prosecution. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson, didn't immediately respond to an email seeking comment on the filing. He has said evidence against Davis is strong, and it will be up to a jury to decide the credibility of Davis' accounts of the shooting, including those in the 2019 memoir. So they're going to use this book to convict him. Yeah, so Davis is accused of orchestrating and enabling the shooting that killed Shakur and wounded rap music mogul. So why isn't he charged for attempted murder on Suge Knight after a brawl at Las Vegas Strip casino involving Shakur and Davis' nephew Orlando Baby Lane Anderson? Authorities have said that the gunfire stemmed from the competition between East Coast members of a Bloods gang section and West Coast groups of a Crip gang section, including Davis, for dominance in a genre known at the time as gangster rap. So that's their narrative. Interviews in the 2019 tell-all memoir that describes his life as a leader of the Crips gang set in Compton. Davis said he obtained a .40 caliber handgun and handed it to Anderson in the backseat of a car, which he and authorities say shots were fired at Shakur and Knight in another car at an intersection near the Las Vegas Strip. So why he not charged with shooting nobody else? They just charged him with Tupac murder. That's not typically how that goes. Davis didn't identify Anderson as the shooter. Shakur died weeks later. We already know all that. Las Vegas police testified to a grand jury that police did not have the gun that was used to shoot Shakur and Knight, nor did they find the vehicle from which shots were fired. I think, y'all, that motion is going to go nowhere. You know, just one of them frivolous motions that they, you know, they just file, just to file. But they're not letting them off that easy. They're not letting them off that easy.
We're going to be.
Yo, President-elect Donald Trump plans on changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate.
Now,
we're going to be.
Now, we can talk about Tank now. All right, yo. So y'all know yesterday I was talking about Tank Davis and how Tank. I don't think Tank got the heart for boxing no more, man. And I went to his only post on Instagram. So this is this Baby Frank. Now I ain't go too deep into detailed recipes to Baby Frank, but Baby Frank and Tank was real. I mean, Tank was real close. Let me show y'all. And I think, see what it is, yo. People gotta understand, yo. I don't think Tank didn't come in here to be world champion boxer. You know, I think Tank was okay with just, you know, being Tank Davis, making a nice life for himself, getting out of Baltimore. But he not one of them people that really care for the, you know, the fame. You know, like some people. Some people was in it for the fame. I don't think that's Tank. And Tank is just like any typical person from Baltimore. He done lost a lot of friends. He done seen a lot. I don't know, you know, what he been involved in. But he's not your typical boxer. Like, he's not Devin Haney. My screen blur. Y'all, my screen blur? Shouldn't be. What, it just got blurred? Oh my God, there we go, the dumb shit again. Let me see something. I'm good now? All right. All right, so I was talking about Tank relationship with Baby Frank. So I'm gonna introduce y'all to Baby Frank, man. And you know, just show y'all Tank. Like, this is Tank. Tank is from Baltimore, yo, and Tank, you know, he not really in it for the fame, man. He got the money. He got the money, man. He ain't really in it for the fame. Like Tank, like Tank was a champion at this time. How many champions do you know would be doing this? Check them out. Still riding through the city. Look, he was already world champ. Now, some people say this dumb as a bitch. But this is Gervonta. This is Gervonta. You feel me? This is, you know, he's just a kid from the block, yo. Just happened to be good at fighting, good at boxing. Made a lot of money in it. The whole world know him. But I think Tank is satisfied with this versus all the other shit. That Baby Frank right there. You see, he driving Tank car like that. That was your real man, yo. And I just think, yo, when it come down to Tank got a lot on his mind. I just don't think he enjoys the fame. I think if he can rewind the time, he would rather go back to this and keep the money.
Yo, just kick it. Just kick it, yo. Yo, yo, put it in neutral, yo.
Yo, why the fuck this shit keep getting... It got blurry again? Oh, this shit pissing me off, yo. Fuck, they keep fucking my fucking lives for. Yeah, but I don't typically have them problems. Especially not when it's on Wi-Fi. It's still blurry. Come on, Nightbot. Is it still blurry? Is that clear? I bet.
I don't know, go.
And LeVar, and that's what I'm trying to show y'all. Like, Tank miss being normal, man. Like, look how much fun he having. He don't even know how to ride dirt bikes. You feel me? He ride with the pad. Tank don't know how to ride no goddamn dirt bike. Wait, let me fast forward it a little bit. He just miss being normal, man. He miss being able to just be that kid from Baltimore. Yeah, look, he talk about that. I don't know, y'all. I think Tank might be done after this year. There you go, right here.
Where you back at? Huh? Where you back? Yo, what did you do? Shut up. Hey, what? Hey. Hey, that's a 450 or 250? Go ahead, start. Oh, yeah, let me see that. Come on, man. We not in the gym, man. Watch out. Tell him, yo, what are you doing, yo? That's way different. Listen, yo, listen. Listen, Mike, come back. No. Listen, this got way more power. Yo, it's tremendous people up there. Listen, yo. Listen, man, it's got way more weight. It's a full. I'm at you. Talking about let him ride. No, yo. I ain't never. Don't ride it. Watch out, yo.
All right, so I just wanted to take y'all so y'all can see why he's saying the things that he's saying. So he just did an interview a couple days ago with a Baltimore podcaster. Sleepy, yo, I don't know his name. But that's what he said right here.
For you, like, what's probably the worst part of kind of like being in the spotlight? If you don't mind me asking.
You always being judged. You always gotta live for someone else. Like you can't be like you gotta be perfect, basically.
And everybody not perfect.
Everybody not perfect. That type shit. And also me too, like I'm the type of person like if you go against me as a boxer, I don't like you as a person. You should get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I wanna like shit like that I need to step away from because I don't wanna be like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel though I'm in it. And if somebody bet against me, I feel like you basically like want to stop my whole shit, like my whole motion that I have going on. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I really like. I don't want to be like that. That's why I'd rather step back from it and be on the cool side.
It's too much personal getting into it. Let me ask you this: for you, like, what's probably the worst part?
So Tank said, "I'm a low key type of guy. This being in the public eye be killing me, fam. I'm not chasing no image at all, nor a female. I be Gucci away from this shit." I just, he just, I just think he's just tired of it, man. I think Tank just tired of it. Now he did an interview. Let's see if we can find that interview. Yeah, this is a Baltimore content creator, man. It's a moment of spotlight. Salute to y'all.
On the spot, I'm here with
Gervonta Davis.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? So, boxing fans, they not ready for a new face of boxing. And being from Baltimore, bro.
Nah, but Baby Frank used to be down the street from it. Used to be down the street from it. Baby Frank is mad. I caught Tank outside a few times. Tank used to be on the block, yo. That's what I'm saying. Yo, Tank was a world champion on the block. On the block. Hella niggas outside. Like, that's how he. It's crazy, yo. I think he just rather that. He rather that, yo. He rather still be able to come around, show love, show face. Like, this is a guy that never wanted to leave Baltimore. He got forced out of Baltimore. He got forced. Tank ain't never want to leave the city. He said that.
They not really ready for that either. You feel me? But it's like, Tank, you announced that, 2025, you're going to go into retirement. I want to know for you, can you describe, like, the emotion that came across you with coming to that decision, hanging up the gloves on the sports you love?
SL, Tank isn't going nowhere. He's too good, and money is too. My man SL said Tank ain't going nowhere, man. He said Tank just talking.
Just, going through a lot, been through a lot.
I know, and that's why he left. That's why he left.
Really want to give up on like the limelight side type shit, like being like everybody chase this, like being in front of the camera, being like out. You know what I mean? They chase it. Everybody chasing our image. That's what they do. Chase their image. And I feel as though I don't want to be a part of that. I don't chase their image. As long as I have my money and be able to take care of my kids and whoever I
think he done too, but
I feel as though I don't need none of this. Like,
so what's like for you, like what's kind of the worst part of kind of like being in the spotlight? If you don't mind me asking.
You always been judged. You always gotta live for someone else. Like you can't be you gotta be perfect, basically.
And everybody not perfect.
Everybody not perfect.
You do guys, you do.
Perfect. That type shit. And also me too, like I'm the type of person like if you go against me as a boxer, I don't like you as a person. You should get what I'm saying? So that's why I wanna like shit like that. I need to step away.
That's that Baltimore mentality. Motherfucker take everything personal. That's what I'm saying. Like Tank is just a typical Baltimore nigga, man. He just ain't into the spotlight. And he got the money now. He got what he came for. I think he might be done after this year. My only fear for Tank is that if he don't get focused, he fuck around lose. That's my fear for Tank. You gotta get focused, man. I think he just started training for this next fight. As long as he been announcing this fight, I think Tank just started training.
But I feel though I'm in it, and if somebody bet against me, I feel like basically like you want to stop my whole shit, like my whole motion that I have going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I really like. I don't want to be like that. That's why I'd rather step back from it, and be on the cool side.
It's too much personal getting into it. Let me ask you this: can we get in this dude? Who you walking out with?
I can't say.
I'm gonna say this. They think it's Lil Baby.
Lil Baby?
Yeah.
Why do you say?
They be seeing him in the locker room with you a lot, and he was in the background doing this and one of them videos.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Talk to me about the mental preparation going to this fight with Lamar. Fans, they kind of sleeping on Lamar, but you know Lamar's fight style. Y'all fought.
Yeah, people don't know him, but Lamar is a good fighter. Like he ain't no slouch. Like I fought him in the amateurs, and it was good bump. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this to promote a fight. Like Buddy can fight.
Yeah, you got to, yo. You got to, yo.
He can hit.
You're gonna lose if you ain't focusing boxing, yo. It happened to everybody.
He's slow.
It happened to everybody.
That's the thing right there. Probably fuck him up right there.
Okay, so you keep that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Tank. Like I watch like most of your other press conferences before you get into the ring with somebody. You be dragging, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You be dragging. You feel me? But with Lamont, bro, it's kind of like y'all. It's kind of like the chill approach. I feel like the respect for y'all two is there.
Yeah.
I want to know how do you kind of balance between having respect for him, but in the ring, knowing like I gotta do my job.
It'd be like, I don't know. It'd be little clips like you see how like man him was talking and then somebody else talked like in his crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's what get me up. Like that's what make me like. I always want to prove to somebody that I'm like they not who they are.
You talk when they try to talk with that money, that 100 band.
No, not money. Period. Like when they talk shit. Period. That's when I get up for it.
Okay, put you in your bag.
I think it's gonna be two after this
New
one.
Year's around the corner, 2025. I want to know for you, what's like a goal you want to accomplish? And going into the new year, bro, 2025. Aside from retiring, what's something Gervonta Tank Davis want to do?
What I want to do, just become a better person overall. 2025, but I wouldn't say my solution for the beginning of 2025, but at the end type shit, I feel as though I should be like more mature mentally, more further away than I am now, and I should be off of probation where so I could be able to move, I could be able to travel the whole world. Once I be able to travel the whole world, people probably don't never see me again. Like I probably don't be in America again.
Incognito. I ain't lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't want to fight Tank if he just got home from jail. I'm not gonna lie.
For real, that's what I'm saying. People got it, you know?
But I appreciate you, Tank.
Man, sleep the Tank, yo, for doing that interview with the Baltimore kid, man. That's major right there. Let me subscribe to your channel. I don't even know if I was subscribed or not. That bitch only got 2,000 views. That's crazy. Everybody shared this video. Ain't nobody. Motherfuckers be dirty, man. Salute to yo, man. Moment of spotlight, man. Salute to the home team, man. But they say if for any reason Lamar Roach was to back out the fight, they say rumor is this the backup fighter. Mark Magoza is rumored to be the backup opponent for Gervonta Davis on March 1st. Not sure it is, but they saying that's the rumor. People say Shorty a Doug. I don't know him. But they say he a lightweight, he a featherweight or something. What this fuck boy say?
1.5 for a chick. Listen, let me negotiate that for you. Even if I can get her to say yes. So listen, tell me that. Give me the 1.5 and I'm gonna make sure you get what you want, kid. That's all you gotta worry about. Don't worry about nothing else. Just whenever you ain't working out, if you love somebody that much, you ready to spend 1.5 on some, give me the money and I'm gonna make it happen, kid. Let me talk to her. I'm gonna make her understand that what we need to do. Who can you name that you want? Let's talk. That's the topic right now. Who you got 1.5 for? Like who you love that much? Well, you ready to give her that 1.5?
Straight up though, man. That's ultimately the goal, man. Hope Tank, whatever he looking for, hope he find it, man. Straight up. Whether it's boxing, whether it's away from boxing, however, whatever it is. But Charleston White, y'all. Look at this shit right here. So y'all know King has been talking shit with Hustle, the Hustle gang dude, Hustle Cartel dude. We've been talking about that last couple of days. But check this out. Charleston White fast for King. Charleston White is trying to put some money behind this kid right here to fight King.
You gotta hold the belts up, bro. You gotta see the belt.
There's something you want to say?
Straight up, Sadiddy.
What you want to say to him?
Sadiddy said, Tank, call him.
Be prepared.
Say all he needs is a nice little chick from the county.
You ain't number 9 years old. He almost 12. He ain't. It don't matter. And these all. You hold on, belt, golden glove. So this all yours right here.
Charleston White found a fight for King, y'all.
Let me see the Texas state champion. You got Texas golden glove number 25. And you calling out that little boy King. You know he smoke weed. He gamble. He don't work out. He don't run. He eat unhealthy. He eat a lot of fast food. He don't eat vegetables or nothing. And you say you want to fight him. And you're 9 years old. And you say it's gonna be what now?
A bad beating.
King, bring your little punk ass on, little bitch. Little old messy hoe. Go find your sass ass. Come on. Nigga, somebody tag King and that little old.
Yeah, this boxing.
I got a 9-year-old say it's gonna be a bad beating for your little weed smoking ass, pill popping, and you fucking. This little boy here ain't had.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he going too far. Not all of this. Like, goddamn, Charleston, you ain't had to say all of this shit. I don't see nothing wrong with setting up a boxing match, but all the other shit is unnecessary, man.
Pussy ain't never calmed a day in his life. He got every juice.
Because for one, you standing around this child, first and foremost. For two, King's a child in itself. I don't give a fuck how old he try to make himself sing.
Little boy can have for you, boy. He said he gonna whoop you. Somebody tag that little bitch. Say, hold on, hold on, that's a medal too? So you don't want the belts, you got trophies, and you golden glove. 9 years old. What's the oldest you ever fought? You fought a 12-year-old the other day, didn't you?
12-year-old, 13.
You 9 years old and fought a 13-year-old? And you want little King?
I was like 7 when I fought a 13-year-old.
You done fought 7 13-year-old? And you say you putting up $10,000 for little King? Yeah, you don't. You got the 10 on you? Let me see. Yeah, this little boy here don't shoot dice. He don't smoke weed. He run and jog and everything. Tell that little, and this little boy got a mama. His mama ain't on drugs.
God damn,
King
Charleston.
got a dope fiend mama.
Charleston be out of control, y'all. That's not me, y'all. That's whoever recorded it.
You got the 10,000 for King.
You ready?
And what you go hit him in his mouth since he talks so much?
Yeah.
You go to his body?
Stop.
You gonna stop him, stomp him?
Stop.
Oh, stop him from talking. Mean you'll sweat his lips up. Cause he talk a lot of shit. That little bitch talk a lot of shit.
God damn,
I want you to
Charleston.
hurt him. I want you to make him cry. Yeah, and see one thing about him, when he crying, he ain't got no mama that can hug him. His mama in jail for stabbing.
God damn, all right, y'all. I ain't even know he did all of this, y'all. Charles not out of control, man.
And his grandmama, he got a retarded mama. So don't you feel sorry for him, okay? Yeah, beat him. Yeah, and he got whole sisters that's pregnant at young ages.
He said.
I don't know.
He was gonna wrestle me, choke me, he gonna flush me. Nah, it's gonna be reverse.
It's gonna be. You gonna flush him? Yeah, you such a good kid. You don't even know how to talk noise to him. I got you. King, you a little bitch, little old punk ass, weed smoking ass little boy. You ain't got no win for this little boy here. How many miles you jog throughout the day? 5 miles? Every day?
Well, like 7.
7? How many trophies you got there? There's 4 trophies, 2 belts, a state championship, and you got the golden glove.
Yep.
And you heard what King said about you.
Yeah, I heard everything.
You heard everything? Show him that 10,000 again.
10,000, come on, ready.
You gotta spread out some more. Show him that 10,000 so he know, cause he like money. Yeah, that little bitch like money. Yeah. 10,000. Say, little King, bring it on and tell that nigga put up that $1 million. Tell that nigga we trying to make it happen as soon as y'all can make it happen.
He said you gonna make $1 million. You gonna bet $1 million. Come on.
Come on with it, bitch. Little old bitch. That's why your mama in jail. That's why your mama.
All right, that's enough. God damn, Charleston. I ain't know he did all that, y'all. What the fuck? Did they make another video about Charleston White? I ain't know he did all that, y'all. Like that's a little bit too much. Like, I thought he just challenged him to a fight with the little kid. Like, I ain't know he did all that. Like, I ain't know he did all that. Man, he did too much with that one. This is 4 days ago. Yeah, he did too much, y'all. I ain't know he did all that. That shit kind of pissed me off for real. I ain't know he did all that.
Sorry for what y'all been seeing me post these couple days, man. I ain't trying to get a man's tip from their family, man. All my fans, man, 2025, man. I got new music. See what you get for staying down, man. I'll just break this shit out to y'all, though, man. Y'all don't see it. Hands, 200,000 cash. Hit our line. Yo, shout out to all my friends for getting me to 100K. We on the road to 200K. And I got more music.
Yeah. Yeah, that was excessive, y'all. That was excessive. Like I was here for the boxing match at first, but once he got to talking and all that, that was too much. That was too much. I think King needs his little ass whipped, for real. But I ain't really with the language that Charleston used at all. But we got YNW Melly, y'all. YNW Melly was in court today. And a lot of things went on. A whole lot. We talked about this yesterday. I think that the state of Florida is trying to put Melly at a disadvantage. I think they want him to get rid of his defense team. For whatever reason, I think they are terrified of this defense team. Yo, is this the same defense team that got the hung jury last time? Did he keep the same team? I think he did. And I think the prosecution is scared to death of these people. So this is the tactic, right? This is the tactic. They trying to scare Melly into removing this team, because this is how this can go. So we learned yesterday that one of the defense attorneys is under investigation. She got a house raided. This woman right here. Let me show y'all the woman. And the investigation is related to YNW Melly case. So if this investigation get wrapped up and she get charges, then she can't work on the case. The whole defense team is given a deadline to see if he wants to replace his lawyer after he is informed that she is under criminal investigation. But what if this investigation come back unfounded? And that's if I was Melly, I would not get rid of my defense team. I wouldn't get rid of my defense team. Because if he does, the new defense team is only going to have 7 months to prepare, for one. Which ultimately means that more than likely his case is going to have to get postponed. To get a defense adequate time to prepare a defense. Yeah, but it's not a conflict unless charges are brought, real. As of right now, it's not a conflict. But that's the thing. I don't think they're actually going to charge her. I think this is a dirty tactic.
Passion, we've got determination.
and
if we set our sights on something,
I think this is a dirty tactic they're using in order to try to force Melly hand. It's a dirty tactic. If I was Melly, I would keep my team. I would keep my team, man. Don't let these people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said, real. Don't let these people trick you into getting rid of your defense team, man. Because I don't think she's going to get charged with anything. I don't think she's going to get charged with anything. I think this is just a dirty tactic by the state of Florida. I know he got an option, bro. Real. Relax. I know he got an option. And the judge won't give him time. So he is going to be forced to go to trial with a defense team that only got a few months of preparation. Nah, man, this dirty, y'all. It's a dirty move, y'all. It's a dirty move they trying. Because, y'all, it's dirty because if she is found liable or if charges are brought, it prejudices the whole case. Fucks the whole case up. They put him in a situation where it's like he got to decide. And, he might make the wrong decision. And I think the wrong decision would be to get a new defense team. They know it's dirty. That's why they're not trying to give the... anytime my house got searched, I got a warrant. And that's protocol. Whenever your house gets searched, you get a warrant. And they tell you what was taken from the house. Now, with her situation, they raided her house and ain't trying to give her no warrant. That's not protocol. It's not protocol. Anytime your house gets searched, you gotta get a warrant of everything that was taken from the house. Everything. I don't give a fuck if they took a pair of shoes, a pair of socks, a motherfucking pencil, a pen. All of that shit has to be documented. Now, with this situation, they're not trying to give her a copy of the warrant. Let me see. So I'll show y'all what it looked like. Show y'all what the warrant looked like and how it shows everything that's taken. It shows everything that was taken out the house. Hold on. Let me show y'all right now. Matter of fact, I flip this around while I look for it. Page 174 to 183. All right. 174 to 183. All right, look at this. 81. All right, look at this. I miss a hell of pages. 170. All right, so look. So look. Oh shit. Whenever your house get raided, they got to give you everything that was taken from your house. So when they raided my house, they was looking for a 38 special handgun and ammunition. Application for search and seizure warrant. Listen, some pages. There's presently contained property. This is what they searched my house for. Looking for a firearm. But this, so you see this, properly actually seized. A Nextel telephone and power cord, MTA cards as residency. Number of officers used for search, 6. Actual hours spent, 1.5 hours. And look, it shows, have a request been made to seal affidavit? No. State's attorney reviewing. Judge reviewing application, Judge Cahill. Has affidavit been sealed? No. Search warrant, date. This is what they have to give you. Now, in Melly case, look, signed off by a judge. Inventory. In Melly case, they didn't get none of that shit. And they trying to explain it like, oh, these motherfuckers is moving foul, man. They moving foul.
I don't know that actually conduct before we didn't start.
All right.
Are you ready to go on the record? Yes. Let's see if I get this quote. Okay, you ready? Okay. We're not. We're waiting for we didn't start yet. This comes. We're all insured. That's your.
Yes, Judge.
That's your. 19.
Yes.
Just so that. Okay. Good. Okay, let me go back on the record.
Look, and he even show you all the officers that conducted the search. We'll say it was 6 officers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the officers that conducted the search. But in Melly case, they're not trying to give them, they ain't trying to give them shit. They moving dirty, man. They conjured up a fucked up ass, probably bogus ass investigation with hopes that Melly make the decision of getting them off the case. Because for some reason, the prosecution is scared of this defense. Hope Melly do the right thing, yo. Don't let them people trick you, man.
17 CF.
I guarantee you this investigation come back with no charges. Guarantee you. It come back without charges because there is no charges. It's just a dirty tactic.
10A. got Ms. Bucklow, Ms. Collins, Mr. Griffiths present for the state. I've got Ms. Liberty, Mr. Adelstein, Mr. Harrison, Mr. Benjamin, present, and Mr. Demons, who likewise is present. We're not waiting for Mr. Patanza.
We're not waiting for this presence.
Okay. Okay, so this is just a continuation of yesterday. I did get, and I read, as well as the authority cited there, the state's motion for rehearing and reconsideration of the defendant's or tenant's motion to compel disclosure of the Apple search warrant related to attorney Raven Liberty. I don't know that I actually.
Yeah, my house was raided like twice.
That's the state to turn over after the search warrant and affidavit. Ms. Collins, let me ask
What's
you
up,
this,
the real?
your authority. Would you agree?
No, it's a real question, nothing stupid.
Just the search warrant, not the affidavit, just the search.
At some point, but not at this point necessarily.
Well, can you explain that to me? Because if I signed a search warrant for someone's home, the BSO goes to their home and executes the search warrant, and they're there, they give them a copy of the search warrant.
Correct.
Upon its
It's
execution.
Apple that the warrant is being executed upon, not the party themselves.
And you think their authority said,
Yo, that is bogus, yo. Yo, when they raid your house, they leave. Yo, we just watched the guy that did the shooting. I mean, the guy that did the New Year's Eve, the New Year's thing in New Orleans, when they raided his house, and they left documents on the table. No, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm saying that the prosecution's playing dirty.
says that she's not even entitled to a copy of the search warrant?
Yeah, that's correct, Judge, yes.
That's your position?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Okay, well, over the state's objection, I'm ordering you to turn over a copy of the search warrant. I'll put that in a written form today, so you can litigate that as you see fit, but I certainly think she's entitled to a copy of the search warrant. Probably that's it at this point. So, defense, I'm happy to hear anything you want to tell me.
They probably need to get no motherfucking warrant. What judge signed off on this warrant? They fuck around and they got a warrant. Like, yo, I do not trust prosecutors, y'all. I don't, yo, because they will get low, yo. These detectives work hand in hand. They will get low to try to drum up some charges on you if they want to. And for whatever reason, this defense team got them scared. They scared. They don't want to go against them again.
Discussion yesterday, I think where we're at is I need to give you a date very soon in the future. It's a date in February that we're looking at. And at that point in time, you're going to have to come back in here and tell me, and I'm going to have to have a discussion with Mr. Demons. I'm going to start that discussion this morning so he understands that he's the captain of the ship. This is his decision, but he's going to have to tell me if he wants Ms. Liberty to continue to be his lawyer or not. He's going to have to tell me if he wants
I don't trust them either.
all of you to continue to be his lawyers or not, or he's going to have to tell me that he's going to seek other counsel, but I think that needs to happen sooner rather than later.
We concur with that issue. I'm confused. I apologize to the court. Is the court entertaining this motion for reconsideration and not?
There was no motion or room. I think she's. I think, listen, Mr. Demons is entitled to heightened due process. The state is seeking the death penalty. It is very clear that one of his lawyers is under investigation. Okay. He is entitled to have as much information.
Yo, they're not even saying what she's in. They're not even. Yo, they're not even under investigation for what? For what? That is a very vague term. You're under investigation for what? I guess that'll prejudice the case. if they was to release for what, that would prejudice their case, I guess. Like, they on bullshit, y'all.
Have the ability to give him before he has to make a decision. Is there a conflict of interest? Does he want to waive that conflict of interest and continue with that lawyer as part of his representation? Or does he not? Does he want the lawyer to withdraw? And again, the Florida Supreme Court has been very clear on this. He's the captain of the ship. Absolutely. He makes this decision. So if there was, again, I'll repeat what I said, I think to Mr. Aronson yesterday, if you all had some other authority that says I have some additional power to assist in the fact finding here.
Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Let's get to 100 likes, y'all. Share the live. Get 150 people on here.
Authority or citing the U.S. Constitution, although I'm very sure I believe in the U.S. Constitution. This is I'm not involved in this. The underlying facts that are going to make a determination is whether there's a conflict and what Mr. Devins wants to do. This is completely 100% a decision between himself and his lawyer. I don't have anything to do with it.
He ain't weird. You?
I don't know what
I
else
don't understand what that means.
You asked me to press pause on all these motions. I'll press pause. I'm not going to move this trial date. This trial is going forward in September. So if these motions are heard next
Which means
month,
he's not weird. Weird me.
or they're heard
Weird
in
you.
August, or they're heard contemporaneously during his trial, which again,
So Charles White is a problem,
the
man.
most ideal way to do things. If that's what ends up happening, that's what ends up happening. But the one thing I can tell you is not going to happen is someone that has been in custody for 2,160 days, his trial is not going to be delayed under any circumstances.
Dang.
So that being said, what else would you like me to do this morning?
Well, a couple things. Since the state
Under
filed
any
a motion
circumstances?
for rehearing,
What the fuck type of shit is that? Like, I ain't never heard that before. Under any circumstances. So if he was to fire them and get a new defense team and they're not ready, they gotta go to trial not ready? Yeah, he's a problem, yo. Like, I can't see how people don't see Charleston White as a problem. He's an antagonist. He only speaks of the ills of the black community. He only talks about the problems. He never explained how these problems happen. Hit that like button, man.
there are misstatements in their motion that need to be corrected. Since we received this early this morning and saw it for the first time, we did not file any written response. And if I may, just go through the corrections that we saw. It's on number 1, it says the search warrant was issued in December of 2024. It was 23, not 24, a year earlier.
They probably did that on purpose.
In paragraph number 2, they said that the state disclosed an ongoing investigation. That is absolutely untrue. We learned of it through Apple. They confirmed it yesterday.
And they learned of it through Apple.
For the first time, over a year.
So they must have subpoenaed her phone records. But even with that, even with that, you supposed to get that information in discovery. Well, she probably ain't reached no discovery phase. So there's no telling what the fuck they got. They can have text messages between her and the client. Oh, it's an iCloud. Okay. He don't gotta worry about me. I'm worrying about him. So even still, yo, like there's no telling the information that they got, yo. And if the case is involving Melly, the defense should be aware of this information. This the same shit that the motherfucking feds did to Diddy. That's the same shit the feds did to Diddy. That is the same shit the feds did to Diddy. When they raided his fucking cell and then used the information to keep him detained at bail. Dirty tactics, man. Dirty tactics.
Year after the search warrant was executed. Paragraph number 5 indicates that this investigation is separate and apart from the defendant's current case. It conflicts with paragraph 11 that implies that this investigation is related to the tampering case of Mr. Demons. Is it unrelated or is it related? I think the court needs to know that, because if it's related, I believe, and we will file a written response under discovery, he's entitled to that information. Anything that leads to relevant and important information. And I'm not asking the court to rule on it at this point, but I want the court to know that if it's related to his present charges under 3.220, we're entitled to that information.
They are entitled. This is 272.
They make a statement that regardless of what Mr. Demons wants and is willing to waive the conflict, they believe that Ms. Raven must get off the case, regardless of that. That's their assertion. They have to prove it. And I want to put the court, the state on notice that they must prove it. They can't merely allege that the...
This is, so in my case, they subpoenaed, I had a Singular Wireless. And this is a subpoena from Singular Wireless that they need based on emergency extension circumstances. You're hereby ordered to produce any and all listed, non-published telephone numbers and associated numbers, billing, credit information, subscriber information, and cellular site identification, unlimited geography, I can't even say the fucking word. Geography, fuck the word. From historical cell detail records of incoming and outgoing. So yo, if they did this to her phone and it's involving Melly case, there's no telling you what information they got. The defense has to know this information. They have to know this information. Why are they hiding it? It sounds like they got some information that they're gonna try to use against them. They're gonna try to use it against them. Yeah, I don't know, yo. Melly they're not gonna let Melly get off this case, man. They want Melly bad. And it seems like to me, they're gonna go to drastic measures this time to secure a conviction. Drastic fucking measures. No, what made it dirty is there's no telling what they got. There's no telling what they got. You know, sometimes you can text your some of these lawyers will give you their personal number. Like I remember my lawyer, I used to call his house when motherfuckers had house phones and shit. Like, now I'm sure everybody operating off a cell phone, he could have texted us some important information involving his defense. And now they got it in their possession and not trying to release it. Not trying to say what they got.
Conflict is so extent that even if this young man wants to waive it, they're going to come in here and say she must get off the case. That's what they say in this plea, in paragraph number 11. That's a question for the court to determine.
And I remember her too, y'all. She was a shock. She was a shock in that courtroom last trial. They scared of that woman.
We are still under the same impression that we don't have enough information. Pursuant to Your Honor's request,
hit that like button, y'all.
and I spoke to Mr. Demons. I call him Melly. The court will allow me.
Then why they targeting them, real?
Mr. Demons.
Well, maybe she didn't. I thought I remember her being a shock in that courtroom.
We discussed the potential of that, and if the court accepts my
my bad. Real said she wasn't a shock.
or the court inquire from him, he informed us that he doesn't have enough information to make that decision. And I want to
got privileged communication.
Well,
I want to talk to Mr. Demons at the conclusion of the hearing this morning. Everything that I'm allowed to talk to you about. I want to hear about anything that you all talk.
I was just willing to profit his statement of that fact. And we would, of course, ask the court to deny the motion for rehearing and rule consistently with what you ruled yesterday. That they produce the search warrant, but the affidavit.
Well, do you want to respond to the case law they cited about ongoing investigations? That would relate to the affidavit.
Well, it relates, if it's related to his present charges under Rule 3.220, they must turn it over. So let them come in here and make a representation that it is either unrelated, totally different, or if it's in fact related, he has a right to see that information. And 3.220 is clear on that. Anything that could lead to relevant information must be disclosed. Judge, there is one other matter that we need to go sidebar on.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna let Melly get off on this, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they paid the jury.
You want to tell me today? The only thing I'm going to do is talk to Mr. Deming.
They ain't letting Melly get off on this, y'all.
And then I'll give you a future date.
They want to do that.
It's February 18th. That's the day before my next trial starts, after the trial that's starting tomorrow. And on Tuesday, February the 18th, what I'm also going to ask each side to do is, if there's any motion pending that you think I can hear that is not interfered with by the pending matters that are on appeal before DCA, state if you have anything that you want me to hear on February 18th, just file a notice of hearing and identify the motion you want me to hear. Defense, if there's anything else you want me to hear on February the 18th, just file a notice of hearing and identify what it is you want me to hear. I anticipate the murder trial that I'm commencing tomorrow will be done by then. It may not be, but I'm hoping that it is. And if it is, then I'll give you the whole day on February the 18th to address this issue regarding his representation. And if it turns out we can go forward and hear some of these pending matters, then I'll be happy to do that.
Yo, they wouldn't care.
I can just ask, I know you said file a notice of hearing if we've got
Yo,
like by February 1st, so we don't end up in states.
Yo, they wouldn't care if they found him guilty and then 3 years later he gave the time back. Long as they found him guilty and they can justify holding him all them years, they'd be satisfied. They trying to kill Melly. They trying to kill his boy, man. They trying to give him a death penalty. They ain't giving out no pleas.
Well, let's see. We're talking about February 18th. So how about...
Man, you never know.
February the 7th. How about that?
That's fine.
All right, so that goes
Never
for
know.
both sides. If there's anything you want me to hear on February the 18th, just file a notice of hearing, identify...
They got OJ the next time, though, didn't they?
And
what OJ do? What OJ do? Get a time back. They got his ass the next time. OJ gave that shit back. I wouldn't be saying, y'all, you can't put nothing past a dirty prosecution team, man. Nothing. Everything is on the table. I ain't saying they paid him, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all like, yo, real, yo, come on, you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't put nothing past him.
9:30 a.m. Again, we'll call it all pending motions. Maybe we'll be able to work all day, and maybe we'll be able to do nothing. I guess that's really going to be up to you. State, is there any other requests that you have this morning?
Yes, Judge, as to the search warrant.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Big Low.
Tell us to provide, I'd ask to have it until February 1st, just so we have time to pursue the appellate remedies in the meantime, and then I'd also ask that it provide to our in camera first, because it's the state's position that there are, even in the search warrant itself, certain things.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Targets to the
Come on, man. God
investigation,
damn.
which are confidential, privileged, and would jeopardize the investigation.
All you gotta do is tap the screen twice, y'all. You should be at 100 likes.
If any necessary redaction has to be made, and then it can be provided to defense.
We would object to that procedure, and they had over a year to produce this document, so it goes to class.
I promise you.
We would
It ain't another YouTuber that's gonna break this shit down like how we do over here. I promise. I done seen some videos. Of there people talking about it. And they ain't talking how we talking. I promise you. They is not talking how we talking. This is a fucking flagrant. This is a flagrant file on a. This is a red flag on the prosecution. Red flag on the prosecution. If you got this woman information, this woman defense attorney, y'all are saying that y'all are investigating this woman in relationship to this case, and you are not going to tell, they got to at least give them the information that they saying that involves the case. They got to do that. They got to do that. But for some reason, they try to hold it. Why? What you holding it for? And I think it's frivolous, y'all. I don't think they really got anything. I think this is just an attempt to get Melly to move on from the defense. That's what I think. That's what it looks like. Why are you so tight-lipped? You already got the information. The investigation is still ongoing. What? By them giving the information to the defense, how would that change the investigation? Well, tell me, how can that change that investigation, real? It's already ongoing. Y'all got the information. How could that change or hinder the prosecution investigation to the defense team? I think they pump faking too, Big Low. I think they pump faking. I think this is just a dirty tactic. Hell no, if he was to plead out to 50, shit, I'd never plead out to 50.
Okay, so listen, over the defense objection, state, this is what I'll do.
Real, that ain't got nothing to do with what I just said, real.
I need you to get that to me. A week from today, that's January 14th. End of the day, January the 14th.
Yo, the investigation is involving their client. Real? That's the part you forgetting. It's not, she's just not investigating. She's under investigation right here. She is under investigation in relationship to him. It's not, she's just not under investigation. Her investigation is a direct relation to him. If she was under investigation and it had nothing to do with Melly, the case wouldn't be prejudiced. It wouldn't be prejudiced.
That comes to me, and then I'll review it, and then I'll distribute it as I see fit.
Yo, I'm not taking, I will never take a plea. I'm not taking no plea over 20 years. Because when you plead out, it limits your it limits the things that you can do in post conviction. Once you plead out, all you can do is apply for a sentence modification. That's it. No post convictions, no motherfucking appeals, like none of that. So I'm not taking no plea of 50 years. Fuck no. You gotta give me that. I wouldn't sleep comfortable knowing I copped out the 50 years. I would sleep much more comfortable with them giving me 50 years than me actually saying, you know what, I'm going to take the 50. I'm gonna take the 50. Man, fuck that. You got to give me 50, Your Honor. Jury. Taking the motherfucking 50 years. Yeah, for real, fuck that. I ain't taking no shit like that. That's why plea deals ain't even, I don't even think plea is even in a negotiation.
I
don't think that's in the future.
It doesn't matter. The state's free to investigate whoever they want for anything they want. To do this in the midst of a capital case, I realize some things are going to happen that you might not find ideal. But
no, I mean, she's still, as of right now, she's still a defense attorney. I just think they trying to remove her, man. They using her to try to remove the whole defense team. I just hope Melly don't fall for it. I hope he don't fall for it, yo, because I think they're gonna come back and and they're not gonna file no charges. That's why they're so tight-lipped about it.
Capital case, so Mr. Devon's heightened due process rights will take precedent over every other matter in this case, obviously. So that's just the way it's going to have to be. But I should request over the defense objection, at least as to that. Ms. Wilcox will give you a blank order. You can fill it out this morning. I know it's over the defense.
Yo, thank you, whoever tapped the screen twice for me. Appreciate it.
Comes to me within 1 week, and then I will review it in camera, and then I will distribute it accordingly. So State, anything else you want me to do this morning?
The judge.
Defense, besides your matter that you want to talk to me about, sidebar, anything else you want
Since
me to
you're
do?
going to in-camera review the search warrant, we would ask that the state submit the affidavit.
Well, the case law seems pretty clear that you're not entitled to that, but if you have some competing authority, I'm happy to do it.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, on another note, I was a little confused yesterday.
So they're gonna keep them blind. Melly, I'm not getting rid of my defense team. Fuck it. However it go, it go. However it go, because the judge basically saying they don't gotta do shit. So however it go, it go. If it come with some charges, and I guess we, had to go back to trial. It's like, I don't know, like, oh, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, y'all.
As to whether or not you have lifted the stay as far as discovery, and we can start discovery again on everything still under that stay order.
I asked both sides if you wanted to do that. I thought you both told me that you did want to do it. That you wanted to do the things that you can do.
I want to do everything.
I agree with you.
But
time is short. But
the state is the one that asked for the stay.
Well, state, what do you want me to do?
Judge, we need to see what the Attorney General's office.
Them judges always side with the state. It's like any important motion or
Outside of that first. So
Okay, well, why don't we do the things that we all agree we can do? So the answer to Mr. Hampton's question is yes. Without objection from either side of the state is lifted to the extent that we can litigate any matter that's not currently before.
Well, no, we are objecting to that. That was already done by Judge Murphy. Right, that's how you did
Judge
that.
Murphy already lifted the case.
Modified it, right. He modified it to do ongoing discovery as to things that were not.
Again, if one side notices something.
that's what it look like, yo.
And the other
That's
side
what it look like.
thinks that that is included in the matters that cannot be handled because it's currently before District Court of Appeals, I'm sure you will file a written response and let me know that. I guess I'll have to make a decision whether I agree with you or whether I.
I don't know, y'all. If he gets 50, I don't know how Florida time is. But I know in Maryland, he do about 85% on a violent case. I mean, it might be, I think they changed it. They be changing that shit all the time, so I don't even know.
Mr. Deputy, some questions.
I think they're going to do more than half, though.
I'm a little concerned that with the lack of information that exists in this case, for him to even opine on where to go right now, based on what? The paragraph in their motion that says that he has to make a decision now because you told him there's a conflict.
Well, I'm not going to ask him any questions.
Melly
to explain to him.
Melly look worried.
No different than a defendant deciding to testify or not testify at a trial. I'm not going to ask him a question. I'm telling him what's coming. Because at some point, he is going to have to tell me what he wants.
And of course, we're going to object at this point, and until the time that he's fully informed as to what there is that may be a conflict, he is in no position to answer, to make an opinion as to whether.
I'm not asking his opinion. You're objecting to me talking to your client about his rights.
It depends on what you say, Judge, but I am prefacing what your comments are because I was under the impression that you were going to inquire with him as to whether
Dang,
or
we got to do
not
100%?
that he finds there's a conflict.
No, I'm not.
Okay, great.
I'm not. Okay, again, so the record is crystal clear on this. I'm following this procedure pursuant to a case called.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
FIGUEROA.
That's his whole life, though, right?
SANAERIA versus State. It's a Florida Supreme Court case from 2023. It's found at 366 Southern 3rd, 1035.
I'm not taking 50
this was
years,
that
bro.
penalty case as well.
I can't take 50 years. I can't count about the 50 years. I'm sorry. Just give me life.
I'll quote.
I roll the dice.
Supreme Court quotes.
Not copping out to 50 years. They try to get me to. They try to get me to cop to 20 years. I say, well, hell
The
no.
right to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
Damn sure ain't copping out to 50.
All competent defendants have the right to control their own destiny.
I can say that with confidence. I turned down a 20-year plea. Talking about 50.
And there's nothing that makes him relinquish his right. So all we're going to do this morning is explain to Mr. Demons that at some point this is going to be his choice. I'm sure his lawyers will give him the best advice, but this is going to be his decision. He may not agree with your advice at some point. It's like a defendant may decide to testify or not testify and not follow the lawyer's advice. But I take this decision to be the same way. It's a fundamental decision.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is a client decision. This isn't a lawyer decision. So, Mr. Demons, raise your right hand for me. You don't have to stand. You're okay. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand out. Please state your full name. How old are you? How far did you go to school?
Damn.
Graduated.
So you got locked up at 20 years old.
You read and understand the English language? Yes. Are you presently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol? No. Have you ever been treated for a mental illness? No. Are they giving you any medication in jail right?
You been in that bitch so fucking long. You know, he been on lockup for like 4 years. You know, when you on lockup like that, days, you don't even recognize the days. You know what I mean? Like, depending on how they got him set up, he fuck around and they got no window in that bitch. He probably don't even know if it's daytime or dark time out that motherfucker. Like, oh, they doing you real bad in that bitch, man. Like, for real. I know he can't wait. It's going, whatever happened, yo, it's going to be a huge relief for him to be done with this process. Yo, this is the worst process to go through. The trial phase. When your life is on the line, yo, that shit is extremely stressful. Like, when I caught my time, that shit was like a boulder. That shit was like a boulder lift off me. Like, for real. Like, oh my God, thank you. This shit is over. I know he can't wait till this process over.
I understand. I'm a little confused myself. Your head is clear. You're not hearing voices. You're not hearing your lawyers. You're talking to your lawyers. You understand what's going on this morning? Yeah. Okay. All right, so Mr. Demons, here's the deal. You're just like any other defendant. You're entitled to have a conflict-free lawyer or lawyers representing you. Okay, a lawyer that has your best interest in mind, to the exclusion of anything else. You with me so far? Okay. The state.
Now I'm talking about pre-trial.
That one of your lawyers is currently under investigation.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's some ongoing criminal investigation.
I'm talking about. No, I ain't even talking about once I went through DOC. I'm just talking about just getting that shit over with.
This, what your lawyers correctly pointed out yesterday, raises immediately what we call a conflict of interest. In other words, maybe at some point during this litigation or some point during the trial, my lawyer's not going to do what's the best thing for me. My lawyer's going to do what's the best thing for my lawyer. And your two interests are separate. You understand that? So, once your lawyers have had the opportunity to investigate all this, to get you all the information they can possibly get, so they can talk to you about all this, at some point, you're going to have to make a decision.
I don't like how he explained that conflict of interest. I don't like how he explained that. I'm gonna let him keep going.
About who you want your lawyers to be going forward. You with me on that? Even if there's a conflict.
Yeah.
You can waive the conflict if you want and say, Judge,
they got enough evidence to convict him, but it can still go either way. You see what happened last time.
There's a conflict, but that's okay. I like these lawyers. They're doing a great job for me. They did a great job for me in the past, and I don't want to change, lawyers this late in the game. You understand that? Or you can likewise say the opposite. Say, Judge, I don't feel comfortable with this. I think there's a conflict. I don't think Miss Liberty should be my lawyer anymore. I don't think any of my lawyers should be my lawyer anymore. And I want to go get some new lawyers. And if you want to hire your own lawyers, you can go out there and hire anyone you want. And if you want me to appoint lawyers to represent you, You have to file an application with the clerk's office. If they find that you financially qualify.
Hold on, y'all. I swear, I don't like that definition that he gave. What is the definition of conflict of interest?
Conflict of interest means a situation in which the concerns or aims of two different parties are incompatible.
Oh, okay. A situation in which a person in a position benefit from actions a decision make in their own. Oh, I guess he explained it right. It's just about how you interpret it.
I can appoint lawyers.
Because why would his prosecution? Because it kind of made it seem like that the defense would throw him for the betterment of whatever the defense is. I just ain't like how that sound.
Understand that? The whole point I'm trying to make with you today, sir, is that this is going to be your decision. Your decision. Your lawyers will give you their best advice, and you have some excellent lawyers, okay, about what they think you should do. But at the end of the day, you can follow their advice.
Man, I'm motherfucking busting. I'm motherfucking bang my knuckle on the cell door because of conflict of interest. the dude that told on us, excuse me, talked to my lawyer at my bail review. So I had a hearing for a bail hearing, but I couldn't have the hearing because my lawyer that I was using, which was like an understudy of my lawyer, he was working under the same law firm, but my lawyer couldn't come, so we sent this Mark Zayon. I had Roland Walker, for people that know. So Mark Zayon came to represent me for one of my bail reviews. But he couldn't represent me because he also talked to the guy that snitched on us or that told on us. So it was a conflict of interest. So I had to get my bail review postponed. Man, I was so fucking pissed. I banged the cell. Boom! Bust my shit off. My fucking knuckle was all leaking. That shit pissed me off, man. I felt dumb as shit after that. But that wasn't because of his best interest. It just was a conflict. You know, that's why the way he explained it, I guess he explained it right by definition. But I don't think his lawyer would choose her best interest over his. You understand what I'm saying? Why you erase what you said?
It's your decision. You understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about anything that I've said so far? We have a moment now. Sure. No questions? All right. So, Mr. Jones, I'm pressing pause on the conversation at this point. We're going to have the second half of this conversation at some point in the future. I hope it's sooner in the future rather than later. Because the last point I want to make sure, and I'm giving you and your family and your lawyers as much notice of this as I can. Your case is set for trial September the 10th. And that's not that far away. Do you understand that? Okay. Your case is going to go to trial on September the 10th. So if you change lawyers, you're going to get a group of lawyers in place that are going to have like 7 months to prepare a capital case.
We going live right at the mind's end.
So the longer it takes to make this decision.
What you're telling him is right now.
Yeah, they trying to run a move on him, yo.
Basically having to stay with us as his attorney, because if not, then he'll get another set of lawyers that will not be prepared, and they will only have 8 months to do what it's taken years to do, and therefore you're pushing him into the corner that he has to stay with us. I don't think that's fair what the court has said.
Over your objection, sir. That's not what I'm saying at all. I want to make sure that you understand the time is of the essence. Do you understand that?
Yo, but how can you say if he was to decide to go with another team, how you gonna say you can't they can't get a postponement? Like, yo, they trying to handicap the man, yo. That's what they do. Trying to handicap him. with this bullshit ass investigation that nobody knows what it's involved in. They just know it's involved in like, yo, they all participating in this bullshit, man. The judge in on it.
Okay. So I'm going to put it back on the docket, February the 18th at 9:30 a.m. This issue with the warrant will be resolved at this point, and whatever's going to be distributed to the parties will have long since been distributed to the parties. You all can file whatever
Hey, free loogie. I don't blame you, man.
The state wants me to hear. We're going to do that in a notice of hearing. That's by the close of business on Friday, February the 7th. Defense, if there's any motion that you want me to hear, we're going to do that in a written notice of hearing by Friday, February the 7th. If I don't have something noticed in writing by Friday, February the 7th, at the close of business, we will not be hearing it.
Yeah, I'm not switching my lawyers,
Tuesday,
man.
February the 18th.
I wouldn't. Hey, Melly, don't let them people trick you, boy. Telling you.
State, anything else that I can do for you this month? Defense, with the exception of your.
I'm not switching my lawyers, man.
Is the state coming up here too?
Yo, but it's fucked up though, right? Because he's scheduled to go and try on what? What did they say? August. So what if June they come down with charges on this woman? What if they come down with charges on this woman in June? Then what? He get 2 months to prepare. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, oh, that's crazy, man.
Like, this is not on the record.
With a new defense team? Yo, because I don't trust them. Real? I don't trust them, bro. If you've been through what I've been through, you wouldn't trust them either. The fuck? If you've been through what I've been through, you wouldn't trust them either. It's not an honest system, y'all. It's not an honest system. And the prosecutors, they all hang together. Their kids go to the same fucking schools. They have lunch together. Sometimes they be in the same office. I don't trust them. And I have every reason not to trust them. They showed me you can't trust them. They showed me you can't trust them. I don't know. I don't know if they honest or not. I know I don't trust them. I know them and the prosecution be working hand in hand. I know money make the world go round. I know they be having vested interests. That's what I do know. I don't trust them, y'all, because it don't make sense. That's why I said the judge must be in on it, because it doesn't make sense for this judge to allow this to go on, knowing the ramifications. You know the ramifications. You know what can happen, and you're not trying to, like, yo, the least the least this judge should do is give them, like, how you gonna say no matter what, we're not moving off this date? No matter what. If they come down with charges on this woman, we're not moving off this date. Like, how do you do that? How is that fair and unbiased? Damn it. No, y'all, I don't trust them people, man. I know they dirty. I've seen them. I just told you about the situation that happened to me where my case was so weak, didn't no judge want to touch it. They sent my case to a rookie judge. And the reason why I think they did that is because if it was to ever come back, it'll come back on him and not them. If it was to ever come back, that's some illegal, dirty things was done, it'll come back on a rookie. Come on, y'all. I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was. Cases get postponed all the time. Not just Melly's. other people's. The defense and the prosecution both supposed to get 3 postponements. Now I know Melly case is kind of special because he been in there for so long, but who the fuck fault is that? They could have been gave a man a bail with some motherfucking restrictions, but they ain't even trying to do that. They trying to make the man sit in prison for another motherfucking 7-8 months. I mean jail for another 7-8 months. And then they conjured up this fucked up ass investigation on his lawyer that they not trying to that they fucking radio silent on. They ain't trying to tell him what the investigation about. Only thing they can tell him is it's involving Melly. They wouldn't subpoena this lady iCloud account, knowing that possibly Melly and her was in contact with each other through phone communications. So you don't know what information they got there. It's just all that shit dirty, man. All that shit dirty. This is one of them situations where they straddling the fence of the law. That's what they do. They're using loopholes in the law. That's what they're doing. They're using loopholes to say, oh, this is legal, but integrity-wise, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Not integrity-wise. It might be legal by law, but when you talk about integrity, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Yeah, they straddling the fence. That's what they doing. They straddling the fence using little loopholes. That's what they all do. That's what they all do. And see, that's the shit that I'm gonna tell you that you ain't gonna hear on no other YouTube channel. Motherfuckers don't be talking that. They straddling the fence, man, between legality and illegal. Abusing their authority. Shit fucked up. They're not gonna let Melly beat this case at all. Like, he might as well go on that bitch and just say I'm guilty. Cause they not letting that shit happen this time. they probably got certain rules in place. You heard me, to make sure they is not allow him to beat him this time. Like, nah, fuck no, not no hung jewelry, none of that. We gonna get your ass, and that's how they carrying it. They trying to fuck him on all angles. We gonna investigate your legal team, and we ain't gonna tell you about it. And we fuck around, come back with an indictment in motherfucking August 1st. The fuck you mean? We might come down with an indictment August 1st. Now you got 28 days to get another motherfucking lawyer. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, man. And we not postponing it. Fuck you, man. Better figure it out. Better figure it out. Had that man in jail all that time, man. I gotta look more into that, y'all, because I don't know. That shit just don't sound right. How they doing that? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get on the computer, man, and start typing some shit up. See what the fuck really going on. For real. But shit, y'all gotta get my kids to school tomorrow, y'all. It's 1:47. Y'all appreciate everybody that tapped in, y'all. If you can support the platform, man, Cash App Baltimore swag, man. And because the sincerity of the crime, tell your friends, that's cool. I mean, yeah, y'all. If Melly did that shit, that's fucked up. Nobody knows why he did it, you know. And that's what hurt. That's what hurt the prosecution the first time. They never honed in on a real motive, you know. They just gave multiple reasons as to why, and I don't think that helped their case. You know, that leads to confusion, and if it's confusion, that leads to doubt. You know, that leads to doubt. Like, why did he do it? Like, yo, what the fuck was the reason? Was it to up his ranks in the gang? Was it because Wisconsin was fucking with his mother? Was it because he Sack Chaser was a 50% owner and he wanted to own YNW by himself? What was the motive? Nobody knows. You gotta have motive, y'all. I read in one of them law books when I was reading up on my case. In order to convict a murder, you gotta have motive, you gotta have circumstance, and you gotta, what was that? It was 3. It was motive, circumstance, motive, opportunity, and motive, opportunity. I can't think of what the other one was. I know it was motive, opportunity, intent. Motive, opportunity. I don't know if it was intent. Your premeditation. I mean, that's for first degree. Anything first degree, you gotta have intent. You gotta be able to prove that it was premeditated, that it was planned. You know, that this was thought out in advance. What the fuck, man? You crazy motherfucker. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody that tapped in. It's another day of Keep It G News, and I'm out.